Welcome everyone to the Aicila after party. And we've got lots of people actually here. You don't see Randolph and you don't see Swede at the moment because someone's got it live. So basically they're volunteering to hang out in the back room for a bit so we can shuffle people in and around as the night goes on. So far, of course, in here with us we have the guest of honor tonight. Aicila is with us. We have the first member of the Nat 1 takeover, Mr. Jonathan, is with us. We've also got King Famine, Mikey Famine, my producer, who is actually on a cruise right now with his beautiful wife. And,
we're not on the cruise yet.
Oh, you're not on the cruise yet? This is a hotel room we're looking at? Or?
We're in the hotel. We get on the boat tomorrow.
The hotel, right. Motel, holiday.
Well, I hope that goes as awesome as it sounds for you. And of course, below us we have the OnlyFans snappy gloves runner. Student Dr. Ben is with us. We've got B, the magnificent B, is also with us. We've got all the way from across the pond, a couple of people from across the pond. We got Mr. David Worley, who hasn't been around for quite some time, so I'm happy you've jumped in here with us tonight. We've got Jenny Girl here with us, and we've also got Phoebe, who's the other one from across the pond, the sauna lady, as she's also known, and of course, my adopted daughter, Genesis Death, from the Nat 1 takeover as well. So there we go. We got all the Nat 1 takeover people in here. And of course Randolph and Sweet are also here with us. They're just hanging out in the living room until it's time to swap people out. So
can I do a quick rant and then I'm just gonna leave so I can go back to not being here?
That seems fair.
And my connection is absolute garbage. It's so terrible. I can barely understand you guys, and that's just the way things are today. Great episode, Aicila. I love all of you. Things are going well, and I will see you guys later. Have fun. That's all I really got. I just wanted to show some love. Say hey. I can't see any of your faces because it's a bunch of fucking spinning fucking circles.
Well, we're all flipping you off.
Well, I would assume nothing less.
Okay.
Tell the missus we said hi.
She's listening. She's in the other room. She's mad at me. So this was my one chance to say or do anything online. So. All right. Hello.
Thanks for being here, Mikey.
Bye.
Appreciate you.
I'll name a dolphin after you, and her name is pronounced Aicila, and I'm out.
Bring Zermos back, you fucking asshole.
Bring Zermos back, right?
Is that the name of the dolphin?
No, Zermos is a character.
Have fun, Mikey.
All right,
I promised. So Eric's here, my podcasting partner from Bike Carrying, but I promised him he didn't have to get on camera. So you might hear his voice waft over here, but he's supporting me. Hi, Eric.
There, we heard him.
There you go. So if he feels like making a comment, he might, and then you'll know why the disembodied voice is showing up.
That's all right.
I mean, aside from the usual reasons, or
yeah, aside from the usual reasons, but we don't like to talk about that. That's a Nat 1 thing.
We prefer disembodied here. It's okay.
Yep.
Yep.
So there is actually a reason why my name says I'm engaged, not because I'm actually, occupied. It's because I did actually propose to my long-term girlfriend while I was on holiday, and she said yes.
Yay!
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Catastrophic mistake. I mean, congratulations.
Yeah. I didn't think to ask because I thought it was a setup for a joke, so I'm sorry.
No, it's
marriage. That was just like a religious kind of joke. It wasn't
that
like
person
personal.
Married, dangerous. Get married often and early. That's what I say.
Who was the Hungarian woman who got Zsa Zsa Gabor? Didn't she get married like 8 times?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, at least.
Probably.
She was Zsa Zsa. Of course she did.
Her too.
Zsa Zsa Gabor.
Zsa Zsa Gabor, she got married and then divorced and married and divorced, and I think a couple of people she married and divorced about 2 or 3 times.
Well, the party's great. You get a lot of presents.
Also, if you have a thing for walking down aisles.
No, I just said the parties. And now I realize I can just throw parties. I don't have to get married, so.
It's usually easier and cheaper at the end to avoid the whole wedding thing. Yeah.
I have decided to do something bizarre and bonkers. I've decided to make my own wedding dress.
I don't mean to make light of it. I'm sure it'll be wonderful. I'm just bad at it.
I just heard the massivest. You probably heard it too, Randolph. The massivest thunder lightning strike.
Oh yeah, I've been listening to it for the last hour and a half.
Yeah, it's huge. So if I suddenly disappear, then you know why. It happened last night too for me. We had to, although I don't think it was storm related here. I think somebody once again hit a power pole, but they got it back up actually probably just over an hour or so. But I was in the middle.
I gotta go do some workout in the rain here, so
I was on a stream and lost power. So
I say you lost power for an hour. In the UK, we lost power for 15 minutes in London, and there were people that were rioting. And people in the UK, if power is down for like more than 10 minutes, people get really, really peed off.
I mean, don't you have riots if you also lose a football match?
But that's understandable.
In Canada, it's
English. That's not British people. That's the English.
We've done
See
it
what
twice
the
so
internet
far.
does? If that was a long time ago before the internet, it would take at least 30, 40 minutes to get some people together. But with the internet, 5 minutes, you're rioting. It's amazing.
15 minutes.
The first one was before the internet actually was really all
riot.
That's just unbelievably juvenile.
right.
What are they going to do when they're when the damn
Stanley Cup riot.
RF bombs start falling and fry out everything electronic?
Quick, riot! We only have 15 minutes.
Is that doorknob?
That's why I was laughing.
That feels like a new slogan for someone. I don't know who.
Donald Trump.
Riot, we only have 15 minutes.
Sounds like a new porn genre or something.
I like it.
So Sweet,
you're welcome.
Wasn't there a British series on losing? It was about losing power in the week or some that ensued of total chaos and riots. The entire country lost power because of some plane crash or terrorists or something like that. It was.
Right, before we carry on, I need to make a quick little announcement. Sweet is with us. He's in the back room, but he's also doing a 24-hour stream to raise money as for a fundraiser. So
that's awesome.
If all y'all could head over to Sweet's channel and give it a quick check out, and if you can, help out for sure, and throw some money at a good cause. Mm-hmm. So. What I'll do, Randolph, is I'm going to let you out for a second and bring Sweet in, and he can talk a little bit about what it is he's gaining money.
Sounds good. Right? Look forward to hearing it. Yeah, thanks, Neil.
No worries. Well, you'll be able to come back, but
don't forget, everybody. If you can't give, you can always share it out everywhere to your social media, so someone who can help. Mm-hmm. So don't forget to do that.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think my video and voice might be a little disconnected because of how many things I'm running right now.
You're okay.
But anyway, thank you, Neil. Right now I'm raising money for the John Ritter Foundation for Aortic Health. They provide money that pays for children's screenings and their genetic testing, along with awareness campaigns for the medical community, because for a long time, doctors misdiagnosed dissections and other aortic diseases quite regularly, and it ended up in people's deaths. And then also the fact that, getting screenings like the one that happened for my youngest son that identified an aortic aneurysm already. He's 3 years old. But now we know how to do the tests. Now we know what to keep an eye on, and how to reduce the risk throughout the rest of his life. That can mean he'll have to have the same aortic valve transplant that I did, but it'll be preventative rather than an emergent issue like it was for me. So you take away the instant death portion of what happened, and as everybody here pretty much knows, I dodged about 16 or 17 bullets on my way. So it's just a really good cause. The Ritter Foundation, obviously John Ritter was an outspoken atheist as well, and a humanist, and his family wants everybody to be able to prevent what happened to him, because he was misdiagnosed, and that's why he died. So that's what I'm plugging for. It'll all go into the PayPal, and then I'll post here in a few days the final donation that goes in, because I've got like 3 or 4 different places that people are donating. So that's the way it's going so far. I've gotten a lot of $1 and $2 donations. I know it's a global pandemic. I know everybody's strapped. Even coming by to say hi, or telling your friends about what's going on, or even reading through Ritter's Rules, which is on the John Ritter Foundation website, to understand what to look for, could save somebody's life.
Yep.
It's a fact.
That's awesome.
Swede, would you care to drop a link?
I will drop it in your private chat.
We'll put it in the regular chat too. That's where.
I don't know if I can open up another tab.
Okay, drop it in the private chat, and I'll put it in the regular chat for you.
There you go. There you go.
I bet I'll beat you to it, Jonathan.
Go for it. Both of you could do it. It can be there
Whose
twice.
fingers faster? Never mind. That was wrong. I just said that incorrectly.
You're gonna
Did you?
You're gonna make the girl oriented people here a little bit like
All right, that's the PayPal link that is directly to the donation page for the Ritter
Now I'm just
Foundation.
wondering about people's fingers. Thanks, B. That's all I needed.
I give free demonstrations.
Ooh, well.
And then my afterwards, I will be on,
782-744.
afterwards I will be on Twitch, and my Twitch is Irish_Swede, so you can find me on the Twitch there. I will also be starting up a StreamYard, so anybody that wants to pop in and just hang out and do whatever, they're more than welcome to. So
I just shared your link out to Med Twitter, so
nice,
sweet.
Wait, hold on. Did we lose? Who the hell did we lose? Because I just brought Randolph.
We lost someone. Is that Randolph?
I'm still here.
Raise your hand if you're not here.
Jenny, we've lost Jenny.
Oh, Jenny.
Oh, Jenny.
Yes,
There's
but
too many
Jenny's
people. I'm like trying to count
I know.
while smoking. It's not going well.
Take a gummy.
Row of trans people
Slower.
in the middle.
2, 3, 4, 5.
There was a whole row of trans people in the middle, and then it disappeared when Jenny left.
So anyway, I'm also broadcasting this after party through so that everybody can see what's going on. So
nice.
Oh, wow.
And which is also advertising for you, Neil, because there's a whole I'm part of a whole nother community that's thinking about talking to you about coming on and telling their stories.
Hey, I'm easily reached. My email is 604atheist@gmail.com. And if you're interested in coming on and sharing your story, whatever version of a story you've got, I'm all ears, and I got lots of folks that would like to hear from you. So definitely send me an email, and we can set it up. Or if you're on Twitter, you can find me on Twitter at 604atheist, or Neil Bernstein on Facebook if you're on Facebook. And you can. There's easy ways to get a hold of me. Or my phone number. No, I'm not that.
555-603.
All of a sudden, Neil gets all these dick pics from school and Mikey.
9999.
No, it's obviously 604-604-640.
I would say
604,
666.
604, 6420. Yes.
It's a question I've always wanted to ask, but always been too scared to ask. Is the Canadian emergency service number the same as the USA?
911?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Cool.
Yes, it is.
It can be anywhere if you want it to be, because it depends on the area you're in. It pings off certain dispatches and stuff. So they have that all worked out. It doesn't matter if you have the same one. And the whole world could have the same one. It'll still only work for your area.
That's right.
Yeah, we united ours in the UK. Sorry.
It's 112 or 999 will work. Both of them.
999
I wasn't sure if
it's popular one too.
You could. I don't know if they changed it to. Oh, I'll look it up before I bullshit.
I think Jormath has a real point there, Neil.
Yeah, Neil, it's a shame you're not gay because you could be the Bernstein Bear.
Oh my goodness.
Oh snap!
That's perfect.
Fucking awesome.
Except it's not spelt the same.
I know it's not spelt the same, but it would still work.
Sorry.
Yes, it has been a nickname of mine in the past.
It's generally a shame when someone isn't gay. My son identifies as queer, but my daughter identifies as straight. And when she went to college. She had to do like a thing and talk about herself. And she was like, I'm pretty much proof that you can't make people gay. And I was like,
if anybody would have been it would have been me.
Right. Well, she joined the army, right? So she has like her two best friends, one's a lesbian and one's a bi girl. And she's like, Mom, I'm at least hanging out with queer people. Are you not, are you proud of me now? And I'm like, how do you know I'm proud of you? She likes to pretend that I'm disappointed in her for being straight. I'm like, no, honey, it's okay that you're straight. I accept you.
Here's the thing, though. She is that person that gives you the whole spectrum. So you got the lesbian, the straight, and the bisexual. You got the whole spectrum.
Yeah, they got it down. They're good to go.
It's like why we have Mikey and Nat One
All right,
Heroes.
Hold on.
Right. Otherwise, we're all clear.
He's our resident straight guy.
You mean our token straight
Yeah, we need
guy?
at least one cishet.
Yeah, same.
And he's back.
Gotta have a token straight guy.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's the straight man to play all the jokes off of.
Yay. Sorry, Randolph,
Chicago
I got you off screen again. Just hang on.
So
I think
I
Randolph's
did want to tell a story, and I forgot to tell it. I said I would, and then I forgot to tell it in the show.
One sec, and you can tell your story. Just so you guys know, and I've actually never told this, I think, live on a stream at all. I did experiment in my youth, and just found that it just wasn't for me.
Okay. Yeah.
Nope. I tried it, but it wasn't really. I thought maybe.
Oh, I did the same thing with guys. I get it. Yeah, me too.
Right, so no, wasn't really for me. So
you're not talking about cocaine or anything, right?
Well, I unwittingly tried cocaine once, but didn't try that either. Thank you very much, but no, I just like my weed and beer. Well, I can't even have my beer right now, and scotch, of course, good single malt scotch. Yes.
Oh, you will be impressed. I went around the I went around the Teeling distillery.
The Macallan.
I went around the Teeling distillery while I was in Dublin, and they had a 37-year-old cask there for sale for €7,000.
Oh, jeez.
But yeah, some of the Teeling whiskey it smelt very nice, but as I was driving, I didn't drink any of it. But my fiance, she got nice and drunk on it.
Yeah, €7,000 for a cat. I think I don't even know what that would be in €7,000 for
about 11,000.
Yeah, 11,000.
About 11,000 Canadian.
No. I can put that on for a down payment on a house. For Christ's sake, why the hell would I buy? I mean, I could get a decent bottle of scotch for under $500 here.
Yeah. But here's the thing, though. It was only a 70 centiliter. It was only a 70 cl bottle.
Oh.
So you paid €1,000 per 10 centiliter.
Oh,
wow.
No.
Wow. No. I'm too poor for that.
No.
Even if I had the money, I wouldn't waste my money on that. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, if I had that doctor money, I wouldn't touch it.
Centiliters.
Because you can just put 70 cl.
I always thought that meant cool liters. Yeah, those are the cool liters. Because we don't work in centiliters here. We work in milliliters, or fluid ounces, right? If you're American.
Mm-hmm.
So milliliters is what we
you and your freedom units.
Except when we're dealing with alcohol, then it's centiliters for some reason. I don't know why, but alcohol in the UK is in centiliters.
That's weird.
Doomverse, I tried cocaine once for 7 years.
Oh.
I know, right? That was cracking me up.
We keep losing Jenny. Jenny, what's going on? We keep losing you.
Jenny, I got you.
Sometimes her internet blinks in and out like that.
Stop it, Jonathan.
No.
It's the problem with being in the middle of rural nowhere.
And if there's storms.
America has this thing, a very bad internet connection if you're not in a giant mega Uber city.
You know, I live in Bumfuck, Alabama.
The country's yours.
Yeah, what on Jur said. Put that one up, Neil.
I live in Bumfuck, Alabama.
Yes, that's right. Okay, Aicila, go for it. We got Jenny back in here, so I'll pull Sweet
just quickly.
A little bit.
Sorry, Neil. Could you throw me out and then put Randolph in? My earpiece is dying.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Bye, Dave.
I'm going to come back.
Bye.
Bye, podcast guy.
Mr. ERP. Bye-bye.
It's so fun.
See you in a bit, dude.
So when it came out, I'm in Provo, Utah, and I'm not in school at BYU. So my girlfriend and I basically ran what I'm going to call the lesbian safe house for a couple of years, because if you got caught, there was a lot of risk to it. And so we were safe because we weren't in school anymore. So if someone wanted to like meet up, I would go meet them and interview them to make sure they were not a spy, because yes, there were actual spies. I've met them. Like I knew someone who wore a wire to catch someone being gay because she got caught and was getting kicked out. Like it was bad. It was really bad.
That's ridiculous.
Right?
Snitches get stitches.
No,
yes,
I mean,
what the fuck?
Yeah, no, that was like the world we lived in. So like once I came out, I'm like, all right. So everyone would show up at 9:00 on Saturdays to watch Xena, and then some lesbian show, and then we would go down to the one lesbian bar in Salt Lake. So one of my friends had served a mission in South America, and on her mission, because it's the two people of the same sex, right? It would be a great TV series. and and she's realizing that she's attracted to her companion, and so she starts praying, and she's like, at next month when the transfers come through, you got to transfer me, God, because I don't think I can last another month with this woman. and so when she didn't get transferred, she decided that was a sign from God that it was fine to go for it. So they spent the next month not knocking on doors, but just having lots of lesbian sex.
Well, there you go.
Right?
I approve of this message.
I have no right. But then they did that they were companions for like 4 months, and they did eventually start going knocking again, because you can't just stay indoors. But after that, I started asking more of the gay men that I knew that had served and women. You'd be so surprised by how many people have gay sex on their missions. It's like, oh my God. That is where many of the Mormons find out they are not straight. So I thought you'd appreciate that it had like a side
awesome.
benefit.
That's awesome.
But I love that.
Do you consider Mormonism a cult?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I consider secret. There was a secret handshake. My friend, my housemate, actually was a Mason when he was younger, and so he actually had one of the secret Mason books. He stole it when he left, and like reading through that, and my understanding, I'm like, oh yep, nope, they did. They stole a lot from the Masons, which is definitely.
What does the handshake look like?
Okay, so
I didn't expect an actual answer.
Okay. There's 4.
I'm expecting an actual answer.
There's 4. There's 4 handshakes. You also get a secret name. I have a secret name from the temple. No, right? You would have expected the magic underwear to keep them from their gay, sexy time, but it turns out you can take that off. And then suddenly, it's back to the fingers, right?
Melted away.
I want to hear your secret name.
It's removable loyalty. I like it.
I want to hear your secret name.
Okay. I'll tell you. So they choose these names. I was mad when I got mine. And you're never supposed to say it out loud ever, because mine was so ugly. They choose names from the Bible, and there's all these pretty names like Naomi and Ruth, and I got Eunice. I'm like, why? I don't want to be Eunice.
I used to run a troll account on Google Plus called Eunice the Sheep.
Well, there you go.
There was a famous athlete called Eunice Barber, so
that's not even a good lesbian name.
No, even. Well, here's the thing: you're not supposed to know people's temple name. But I hated not knowing things. You can't ask them. But I learned by accident, but paying attention, that if you go to the temple on the same day, that's the name they use. So if I get my endowments on July 4th, that's the name that you get. So Eunice was the name you got at that temple on that day. So if someone took their endowments out on like February 15th at the San Diego temple, if I went to the San Diego temple on February 15th, I could know their name. And I really, really, even though it's so not okay, needed that. And so I started tracking names.
I can see some parallels here with some trans people getting very cringy at that.
Right.
No, it's like it's intense. The only person that knows your name besides you. So if you get married, your husband knows it. So you give them your name when you But I never got to know his. And we both left the church. And then I was like, finally, I get to know. And I asked him, I'm like, what was your name? And he goes, oh, I forgot. And I'm like, why? I need to know.
What's the purpose of the secret name?
Oh, it's how, if you're a man, it's how Christ will call you from the grave during the resurrection to come forth. And then their husband, that's why he gets to know it, will call the wife forward when the second coming. So, and then the secret.
What happens if they get divorced?
Well, you're only divorced if you're divorced in the temple. So, like, I'm not technically divorced because we never got a temple divorce because neither of us believed in the church by then.
Yeah.
So we're just like, whatever, we get a regular divorce. So we're bonded for eternity.
So you think you still got your back if it turns out to be true?
Why would God not just use your name that you already have? Like, shouldn't God know?
Why are you bringing
what you're gonna be named? Didn't God know what you're gonna be named ahead of time? Like, didn't he plan all that? Isn't all of this God's plan? So, like, did God make a mistake then in letting your parents name you?
Well, there's that, and also cults need to give you a name. I don't know why. Why are you missing that?
Why don't you give the same name by the cult as your actual name?
I don't. Well, I mean, I guess if someone's name was Ruth and they went to a temple on Ruth Day, that's the name they get.
Okay, I'm starting a cult, and everyone's name is Bob.
Excellent.
Our Bob, hallowed be thy Bob.
I'm a member of the Church of
Bob be thy name.
Does everyone wear goggles and like overalls and spray paint themselves yellow?
Oh no, we just wear yellow shirts.
No.
It's not that extreme.
It's actually a cult of Bob the Builder. So
do we get free Neil Morrisseys with this?
No.
I got my construction hat in my truck. Should I go
No, you
get
gotta
it?
buy your own shit.
I want the underwear.
Do we have to have sex with the cult founder?
I already have the tools.
No, you just have to be named Bob. That's the only requirement.
Cool. All right.
Oh, great. That's
New
what we
middle
need.
name.
Neil and Bob.
Bob.
That works.
Bob.
Maybe Bobby with an
Neil
I
Bob
so
or Bob Neil?
No, Neil and Bob.
Neil Bob.
Bob
Is
Neil.
that what you do?
And the secret handshake is to get you past the deceiver demons during the resurrection. That's why you have to know them.
Oh.
So I said, what is a temple divorce, and how does that work?
You have to submit to the prophet and the quorum of the 12.
Good sub. Never mind.
And you have to ask them for permission to have a divorce. But the only person that has to actually get the divorce is the woman if she wants to get temple married again, because the man can have as many temple marriages as he wants, because technically men can have all the wives. But the woman, if she wants to get another temple marriage, has to get a temple divorce.
Well, how many wives can you have?
Spiritual divorce, and it severs your eternal bond.
So it's another way for
Zero.
cis white men to just control everybody, huh?
Right.
Okay.
So it's not like the Church of England where once you're married, that's it, it's indissoluble regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Church of England, you are married, that's it. If you get married, as far as they're concerned, that's it. They will not recognise any other marriage.
Right.
Well, you know, the Catholic religion, I understand, has a similar policy that you have to get.
But the Catholic religion has three
divorce.
exemptions that will allow you to annul a Catholic marriage. There are 3 exemptions to it. You're not of sound mind, you were forced into it, or the person was already married.
I really hate when that happens. When I accidentally marry somebody, I'm already married to someone else. Like, that's the worst.
I know. All the time throughout my life. It's been horrible.
Right.
Hashtag bigamy.
Hashtag bigamy.
So, on Twitch, we've had a couple of, or at least somebody, anyways, has been who kind of asked an interesting question, which I'd like to actually sort of address right now.
Sure.
I'm wondering if the rock frequencies released at night, which is silly, and I'll explain why in a second, are related to God. Of course, we don't believe in gods here, so well, most of us don't, anyways. But or UFO reliquaries on our plane. Well, first of all, on our plane of what, existence? Because you mean like you're talking about the 4 dimensions that we are a part of, one of those being time, and of course the length and height, right? But everything has a frequency, FYI. Everything, all your atoms, molecules, whatever you want, are moving constantly. So everything has a frequency. Now, most of them we can't hear because they're not within our hearing range. So yes, you can if you concentrate hard enough, you can touch a rock and you can probably maybe feel it, or it's probably your own brain making you think you're feeling something. You can't really feel them. They don't vibrate at such a rate where you're going to even notice them. But
wait, so my crystal energies aren't real?
No. They don't actually emit anything. They've tried to measure this stuff. There is some new research going on, and legitimate research, where they are looking for different frequency ranges of different types of metals and stones and stuff like that. But really, it can't really be used for anything. So
you mean I'm going to send back
that we know
Stop
of.
debunking my pyramid
that we know of, right?
Ben, it's actually the 5th year of medical school where they go through the Himalayan salt lamp.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. I was gonna make Himalayan salt dildos. Come on.
Okay.
I had a plan.
I think people would love that, except it might hurt.
I had a plan. The pain is good. It's the toxins leaving your body.
Just let me finish what I was going to say here. But yeah, I mean, there's stuff you can look up and learn, but go to a legitimate website. Don't go to some flaky bullshit website.
Yeah, go to a legitimate website like mine called HimalayanSaltDildo.com.
No.
Excuse me, I have a domain name to register.
Like stuff that's got actual peer-reviewed papers and stuff like that. You can probably.
Hey, my peers reviewed my papers. Maybe you'll probably review it tomorrow.
Were they accepted into a journal?
For short, you call it the Him Salt Dildo?
I have a
Doesn't
journal.
count.
Him Salt
Is it on the Clarivate Master Journal website?
No, I have a journal. It's a leather-bound journal, and
Yeah,
I
me too.
put my idea in it. And
Yeah,
then Phoebe read it, so it's peer-reviewed, right?
No.
I approved of it, so yeah, it's been signed off.
Through word of mouth, of course. So it's reliable.
Hey,
I'm gonna buy this.
On this plane.
Neil, what
That was
you're
like the
talking
best
about
movie.
with the frequencies and stuff, it actually seems plausible. Because I
No,
understand what you're referring to. On
Everything
the
has a frequency.
atomic level, yeah, and
Yes,
it
at
does.
the atomic level.
The question from my channel is piezoelectrics or Brownian motion are you referring to?
Well, I'm talking quantum level shit. Like we're talking microscopic. Everything's constantly moving around, so there are going to be vibrations because of that. That's where string
That's like
theory came up with.
nanoscopic.
Because like strings would vibrate at different rates, right? So
what
anyway,
you're telling me is everything is literally vibing.
yes.
Hell yeah.
I'm not.
Yes.
Brownian motion is the random motion of particles suspended in a medium.
Yes. Like quantum foam or something. Yes.
Himalayan salt dildo. Thanks for that, Jen.
Okay, Himalayan salt is the color it is because it's rust, people. Okay? So when you have Himalayan salt and you light it up, you're releasing rust particles into the air. Yay.
You can put that in your cooch.
You're not
I
actually.
like it.
Yeah, the rust is the
Not
toxins leaving your body. Duh.
There you go.
No.
Toxins leaving your
I've already
body.
figured this out. Neil, you are ruining my pyramid scheme. Can you
Is this
stop it?
is the sense going with the toxins? Is it like, do I lose sense while my toxins come out?
No.
Neil,
Hey, as
There's
a
no
student
toxins.
social worker, I can safely say that I approve of the student doctors' things here, and I will sign it off and assign it to people.
Hey, you want a salt lick dildo? Go for it. I don't give a shit.
Well, there you go. I pre-ordered.
You have to cut that, and that has to be like one of your promos. You want a salt like dildo? Go for it.
I pre-ordered a salt leg dildo.
Mice is probably already going to clip all of
Yeah,
this.
tons of mice is already on it.
Hold on.
Warning,
Jensen's
Himalayan.
been trying to say something for like 2 minutes, and everyone keeps talking over. Go ahead.
I'm learning to be a welder. Do you think I wouldn't put a rust-covered dildo in me?
Good
It's not
point.
covered. It's
You're gonna
just
have to do a little bit more than that to scare me.
See, this is the
It's
problem
the
with
gift of
atheism.
the gods.
This is the problem with atheism. It becomes morally acceptable to put anything in your holes.
That's not a problem.
That's
in
a
my
problem?
Sorry, I'm trying to understand how that's a
Paid to
problem
do
for
some of
people.
those
Yeah,
things.
thank
I've
you,
been
Dr.
paid.
Student Ben.
I can't imagine jamming a salt dildo in your whatever is going to feel good.
It's not supposed to feel good. It's a therapy.
You never know.
The pain is the toxins leaving your body.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just said
I
this
would
like
think that there would be a problem using a salt dildo rectally with the absorption rate of rectal tissues. That you could really do your blood pressure at disservice.
Student Dr. Ben, fist bump.
Please don't take anything we're saying seriously here, people.
No, take everything seriously.
No, look at
Also,
where we are in relation to each other. You can fist bump me from there. Just put,
Wait,
that hand. Lift it up. Oh, yep, that. Boom. Yeah.
There we go. Virtual fist bumps. Yay.
See, but in order to really make
Aicila.
it work, you have to pay me like 10% of your income.
Good choice.
Wonder Lady.
Well, let's see,
Lady's been having
10%
car
of
problems.
nothing is okay.
Yeah, and you have to call everyone Bob. This is my cult.
I thought you were getting it fixed, Faye. I hope you get it fixed. I hope it stops being a nuisance for you. That sucks. Why does Neil hate rust salt lamps so much? Because people are being fucking conned into buying these things and thinking that they're doing something that they are absolutely not doing. That's why.
There's a whole business set up in town here in La Crosse, Wisconsin. That you go in and they rent you rooms with these Somalian lamps and crap, and you just sit there and I guess they charge you like $40-50 an hour or something like that. You just sit in this room
For nothing.
with pieces of salt. It's insane. My sister-in-law bought all that.
Stop debunking my ideas.
Yeah, why you gotta hate on that?
Sorry,
Fuck,
but
man.
I'll debunk anything that's taking advantage of people's gullibility.
In all honesty, I agree with you.
Damn.
Oh, I know.
I'm a
you.
troll.
Yeah, I know.
Aicila.
Yeah.
Aicila.
Oh, wait, I gotta do something.
Yeah, it's backwards.
Yeah.
Gotta go the other way.
Reset. Done.
Of course, we gotta do the sound effect.
Love that movie.
Oh yeah, it's the
So
best.
cute.
Harry, baby.
Wants to
Wait.
sell mercury pills to like anti-vaxxers. I know it's wrong, but I want to do it. Like I could manipulate them so easily.
Yep, you could.
Am I hearing that?
Colloidal silver will probably make its rounds again.
It's still in circulation. It's never
Well,
left.
it already has.
They'll be sniffing it.
I think we should condense.
Yeah, Alex Jones was peddling that.
I think we should.
Nick wants
I think
to
we
do
should
it.
condense.
Silver and iodine.
I did it because
It's iodine.
Oh, like straight up, I think we need to start arresting people for pushing
Look,
forward
Jenny again.
these scams.
But see, I would get around it by having on the bottle it say "Do not ingest." That way, legally, I'm not liable because it's their fault for eating it.
But I'm going to inject it, I'm going to imbibe it, I'm going to absorb it, I'm going to do other things. Just
What about smoking it?
Inhale it, yeah.
Smoking it.
That's why ingest.
Could
is
add
such a
some
good
like
word,
wax
because
to it,
ingest
make it
can
like a
mean
dab.
I'm like, there's other things I
Ready
like
for
to smoke
candle.
way more than that. Eric pointed out I did take colloidal silver not because I believed it would do anything, but because my dad sent it to me, and I felt so grateful that he sent me something in love that I was like, I will take this. It's not going to hurt me. It makes me feel loved. But he was just mocking me, and I'm like, yes, it's true. I did ingest that. I guess I should confess, not because I thought it would do anything, but because it was my dad's love.
Hey,
I would like to
J40.
see us get all the people who are anti-COVID, anti-vax, hooked on colloidal silver and turn them all blue, and then we'll just know who they are for all of time.
So we'll know who the dumbasses are. Right.
I mean,
that's
avoid
those
blue
implants
people.
they're putting in people's faces now to make their cheekbones stick out, and their Botox, and they're just putting implants in their lips. And these beautiful women are doing this, and they look horrible. I'm like, well, at least we know who the idiots are. Like, we'll see them coming. You know.
Hey, the TERFs all are starting to call me a flat earther because I believe in trans rights.
Wow.
Except flat earthers are notoriously trans haters.
Mm-hmm.
Part of the trans agenda.
Yeah. The TERFs don't have any sense going on. There's not like a logical progression to their thinking.
Nope.
They lost heavily yesterday in the UK. They got absolutely kicked into next week in the UK.
Yeah, and that's why they dogpiled me. Like, they all dogpiled me because, like, and I didn't go after them at all. Like, I was addressing the medical community, simply saying that, like, if you want the trans community to trust you as a physician, you need to be conscious of gendered language regarding, like, gynecology and things. Like, you need to be conscious of that. And then, like, I'm guessing they all dogpiled me and all the other trans people because of the news in the UK. Like, I think that they were angry, and so they started hunting us. Like, so I don't think it was anything I specifically did to anger them. It was that they were already mad and were just lashing out at everybody they could.
If it makes you feel any better, I got called a misogynist because I call people TERFs.
What? I get
well, that makes sense.
I get called misogynist and that I'm mansplaining, and then they realize I'm trans.
I've had people turn around to me and say, I've had TERFs turn around to me. I had one TERF friend turn around to me and say,
so that's trans mansplaining.
I had one TERF turn around to me once and say, how can you betray the sisterhood, not realizing I'm a trans woman?
It's okay. Some of them think I'm trans.
Like, such a great compliment.
You're not?
No.
But yeah, earlier I saw a comment about hydroxychloroquine earlier.
Yeah.
I'd just like to say another side effect of the hydroxychloroquine hysteria was that a friend of mine who has quite severe lupus couldn't get hold of hydroxychloroquine because people were buying it up.
For the
I see
stupid
you,
reason.
Nick. Hang tight for a minute there, Nick.
So student Dr. Ben and anybody else here, like, if you ever get piled on, I am so happy to be a phone a friend and, like, help out. You're not having to, like,
I went to literally everybody I knew. Well, not like everybody, but a lot of people on Twitter that I figured were available. And
I was feeling special, Ben. Why you gotta tell me I wasn't special?
You were one of the first people I went to.
Okay, thank you.
You're not special. Don't your ego can't match mine, I'm afraid.
I am ego.
Hey,
You ever need some help with
Ego,
some
the living
really
planet.
advanced trolls, just let me know.
Hey, when you get to my
Randolph,
level
I'm
of
gonna
ego,
bump you up
then
for a bit
I'll
so Nick
get
can come
full
in
ego.
while you're
But
busy.
until that point, mate, you ain't got nothing on me.
What's that, Neil?
I'm gonna bump you out so Nick can come in for a bit.
Oh, I'm moving wood. I think people like to see it, but I can take a break for a bit.
My ego is big enough.
Playing with his wood.
We like wood.
Yeah.
Here. Oh,
Okay.
it's fun.
My ego is big enough. I don't even need to have this conversation.
Bob ego.
Ben,
Phoebe, I would
if you
be
ever
very
need an
Tell me
escape
about my
route
ego.
on
I
Twitter,
don't
just
realize it.
at me, and I'll bully people who are hurting you. I'm
I
really good
appreciate
at it.
I appreciate it. It was like normally, like I can handle the crazy dog pile. Like I was at the hospital, and they're just like coming at me, and I'm around very, very sick people all day, and a lot of them don't live, and so it's already stressful. I'm like, I have other things to worry about besides like TERFs telling me I should, and they were like, I was at the hospital, like wondering if I deserve to be there, and I have these TERFs telling me that I don't deserve to be a doctor because I support trans rights.
So messed up.
They're just wrong.
It's like, thank you for like affirming my own negative thoughts that I already have. Like that's definitely what I need, and that's like these people are so selfish. They don't understand like that their words are like potentially murder. Like, because if you catch a trans person on a bad day with something like that, and you're affirming thoughts that they already have about themselves, you could kill them.
Yep.
Like actually kill them.
Could be the last straw.
We always assume we're meeting somebody on their best day, and even when you meet somebody and they're being an asshole and they're being a horrible human being, you may have encountered them on one of the worst days of their lives. For all you know, it's sort of like it takes a while. It's very easy to make these snap judgments and just assume everybody else is just this keyboard and this screen, right? And they're flatline and baseline the whole time. No, they're up, they're down, they're having their good days, they're having their bad days, and it's you need to treat everybody, I think, with a little humanity. Except for Randolph and Neil, those are the only two exceptions I've ever seen. But other than that, I think really humanity is.
That's important.
Yeah, for sure.
I know that's not quite what your point was, but I think it's similar. It's along the same lines, right? Is that the person you're talking to, words really do matter, and it's very easy to forget that when you don't know who you're talking to, and it's very easy to forget that when you're in pain, which most of us are in one way or another most of the time, whether it's physical or psychic pain. We all suffer, and a great way to alleviate suffering is hurting other people. I wish we were not wired that way, but we are. Hitchens was asked, what makes him laugh? And he said, the suffering of other people. People thought that was a joke. No, comedy is tragedy from the other side of the street. We're wired that way. I wish we weren't. It takes a conscious act to say, you know what, let's try to be better than that. And that's not easy, but it's in my experience so far, it's always been worth the effort.
It's always worth it to try to be better, at the very least, I think.
I think so. Oh, God. And then they let Randolph back in. I just came in because
both of them.
I use these gloves to handle this plywood. These are large gloves because apparently size matters.
Ooh, gloves.
Gloves. Good choice.
Randolph, you had Bennett gloves.
Gloves and wood. That's all I'm here for.
And these gloves are all totally on topic for the internet because they have the words cat on them.
Yeah.
I'm just here for the gloves and wood.
All right.
I mean, pretty much, aren't we all?
I am going
No, excuse me. No, not all of us. Speaking of assumptions, you know what?
Phoebe sits in a sauna.
My hope for the world. I asked,
gloves and wood.
I was about to go put my gloves on.
I don't need to see Randolph moving his big-sized wood from one end of the state thing to the other. I don't need to see that. That's not my. I have better things to do on a Saturday. No, actually, you know what? You know what the lie? That's the big lie, isn't it? That's really the big lie. I don't have anything better to do on a Saturday night. That's why I'm here.
Look where we are, right? Exactly.
Better to do, so you might as well plumb it with us.
Well, I feel good now.
I need to grab my mayonnaise.
Some attention there.
Some mayonnaise.
I like how you come.
I got nothing better to do. I'll go hang out with Neil and his crew.
I'm now questioning why I was so excited about coming on to the show with Aicila. Now I feel like this dude just ruined my perception of happiness about being on my dad's stream. What, man?
Why would you do that?
I'm nice gloves.
Well, no, I guess I can't say I'm sorry, but I can say. Let me think
Canadian,
about what I can say. Yeah, I'm an American. I'm not allowed to apologize. It's in the Constitution. Read it. I'm not allowed to apologize. I'm not allowed to admit fault. Hey! No! I legally cannot be on stream with that. You have no idea what it's like.
I'm just gonna join you guys.
I love the trademark right there. Sorry, actually, he took the time to put the trademark in.
Registered, yeah.
I vote for that.
This is a bag of mayonnaise.
It's a bag of mayonnaise, huh?
Why?
You are officially grotesque.
What's so gross about?
I take the Casey Montgomery approach to mayonnaise.
Oh boy,
it's disgusting.
No, Ben was
squirting Katie my picture. I was squirting it on my gloves on my only.
And he's doing this like
and rubbing it around,
and then like rubbing it around on his hand.
Ooh, special effects! You're getting high tech.
Yeah.
Yep.
I hope you declare that on your tax return, mate.
Next thing you know, Ben will be opening condoms and throwing them out, and who knows? Who knows what's next?
Who is now wearing gloves?
Condoms, gentlemen, gloves.
Well, Randolph went somewhere with his gloves.
Old mayonnaise porn. It's a great segment of the show. Like it.
Oh.
I'm glad Google Eats knows I already joined the Bob cult. I would have to change that in a setting, but nah.
The Bob cult of Himalayan salt dildos and mayonnaise gloves.
I'm telling you.
Is that going to be the cult for the for your Nat One Heroes episode?
Maybe I need to rewrite my campaign.
Now that you know what you're playing with.
Might as well be playing with fire.
Maybe.
What exactly have you set up on stream tonight? What exactly is this tonight?
I don't know.
And today we have a very special segment prepared for you.
I'm not
sure.
Just gotta let it happen.
I know it.
La infección de mayonesa.
I don't have any gloves right now here.
Oh.
I could go get my black nitrile ones.
Yeah, those are great. Get
I
some
like
mayonnaise
nitro.
too.
Hang on. I do have some. Hang on.
Okay, there we go.
said I like nitro.
I really want to get
All my
Right,
sex
like-
clothes are made out of nitrile. I love nitrile.
right. Nitro's the best.
Why am I suddenly reminded of an old TV commercial where all these old ladies were talking about mayonnaise and calling it creamy?
Do we all have gloves?
Oh, that's
What?
disgusting.
Okay, everyone get your gloves on. Everyone get your gloves
I'm
on.
out of. I don't think I have. Oh, I think I have one glove left.
Okay, good. Yeah, don't fail us.
Mine are at the wood shop, and I've been drinking.
Anyone play Super
gloves I
Smash
have
Bros?
are
We got
golden
Master Hand.
Woohoo! Look at that.
Oh, look at it.
Gotta be Master Hand.
Found one glove. I don't know where
Wait
the
a
other
second,
one
I
is.
might have some in the truck, actually.
My cat likes playing with these.
This is our new cult code.
This is the cult of the club.
No, these are what I wear to. These are what I wear to exercise my fingers because it
Right.
keeps friction from happening.
Right, yeah, you gotta
So
right?
that way I can work my
You
fingers
go
out.
like this, and then, yeah.
I can do this for like an hour.
Great, good, yeah. I see you.
So this is the new secret. You know, Aicila, you were on about secret handshakes earlier. This is the replacement.
Oh,
Don't take the glove off. We gotta wait for Neil.
yeah, I have to wait for Neil. Put it
This
back
is
on.
My hands are
The
too
master
hot,
glove.
bro. I
But
can't do it.
I like
The
your
master glove.
Oh, Sauna Lady. I don't know if it was you as asked, but I mean, can I do it?
Powder on
The
the inside.
secret handshake is you
No.
take your pinky and you put it in the other person's pinky. I need it. Can I? Hold on. Eric's hand will be on the show for me. So you do the pinky, right? And then you put your thumb here, and then you have to put your index finger on the inside of their wrist, like that. And that's the secret handshake. And if you do that to a Mormon who's been to the temple, just like that, it will freak them out. I'm just telling you.
I
Because
am so doing that to somebody and then kidnapping them.
I'm gonna go freak
I'm gonna make
out a
him.
Mormon.
I'm gonna tie him down to a
I
chair,
can't-
make him go fishing for a weekend.
You know what's
And not
hilarious?
Okay. That's like totally a cool kink. I won't kink shame you on that.
No, I just made it up. I have no idea.
But
Just random.
you could
This is
definitely
by far
freak someone
away
out by doing that because you are not supposed to tell anyone that.
Those are yellow. I love it.
Look at you.
Marigolds on.
Oh! I gotta put my glove back on now. Fucked up.
Next guy.
This is my Luke Skywalker
Marigolds
glove.
in Canada.
Was it?
Okay, I like
I'm
it.
just- I'm mildly concerned.
Hands.
I'm
What are you
mildly
concerned
concerned that out of context, this could look weird. So I'm just like,
Oh yes, absolutely. And if we can put it out of context, we absolutely will. I promise.
Hey, we just
that was not the goal of what I was. No.
These gloves.
Okay,
But
everyone
Nick,
with,
I
everyone
smoke
with
meat.
your gloves.
That's my
Oh, we were waiting for Jonathan to get gloves.
They
Okay.
stink.
What's that?
Okay, and then
What
we'll
do you
have to
mean?
do something where everyone has their gloves on, does something so that mice can clip it out. It'll be great.
That'd be fantastic.
It's like a family photo. Family
This is the
photo
new secret
time,
handshake,
everyone.
and I tell you, it's way more fun than the ones I learned back in the day.
You know, that secret handshake is the same one that the Boy Scouts use for the Order of the Arrow.
Nice. It's from the Masons, so they probably all got it from the Masons.
Okay.
Neil, those
Doorknob
yellow gloves,
head
what's
said
the
it's-
brand name in Canada for those yellow gloves?
Oh, I don't fucking
Yellow
know.
gloves and ink.
The toilet
Because
cleaner
in
gloves?
Britain we call them marigolds.
Okay.
You guys
here
have a
they're called
name?
disc
We call
gloves.
them rubber gloves for
In
cleaning.
the UK they're called marigolds.
Great.
Marigold.
So
Well,
name
you
your
all
gloves
name
after
things
flowers.
weird stuff.
Yeah, it's real. I mean, Ben's right. You do.
All right.
I'm on the stream
okay.
at 3 to 4 in the morning. Of course I'm weird.
Well, no, it's just because you're British.
Jenny Morgan is back, and she's
True.
hanging out in the.
Is she
in
wearing
the green room?
gloves?
I don't know.
You
Yeah.
have gloves on, Jenny.
Here we go.
We have to have. It's a glove stream.
Hold
Yeah,
on, hold on.
everybody who's not
we're
in here
practicing.
Gloves only.
Yeah,
put
it's
themselves
social.
with a glove. Throw it on the Twitter feed. That will not be weird at all.
No, you don't want. Okay.
JB, you need to watch the Not One Heroes one shot because I will be pulling out some accents.
I'd like to
Sorry.
follow, StreamYard is really tough on phones, and since that's the only way of communicating these days, it's the only choice I have, and it overheats the damn phone and it shuts down. I've tried a different route. I fired up my my pad, and I'm doing a hotspot, a Wi-Fi hotspot, and see if that changes anything. Maybe the bad can take all the activity better. We'll find out.
I like lots of activity.
I
Oh, sorry, you missed the whole subject we were talking about. Never mind.
Like wood activity.
I think lots of activity is the way to go.
Okay, I gotta take these off because they're already way too fucking tight.
I know,
Okay,
like
everyone do
sweating
your
over
thing.
here.
Do your thing. Get a shot so that mice can clip it.
You gotta be able to wear them for at least an hour.
Okay,
I mean,
cool.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
No, they're way too tight. Like literally, they caught on my rings as I'm putting them on.
I see that.
Yeah.
So.
I used to
I'm
work
gonna
in
eat some
catering.
chips.
You can still see the A from the Atheist ring, though. Look at that.
Nice.
So I used to work in catering.
Are you?
And we used to have to change catering gloves every 15 minutes. And between glove changes, you used to have to wash your hands every 15 minutes.
I normally don't eat potato chips with mayonnaise, but
You are
I really just
disgusting.
wanted
Yeah.
to squirt the mayonnaise on something. So
You are grotesque.
Yeah, I'm not. And gonna eat it anyway. So yeah, okay. Yeah.
You are officially Canadian.
Yeah, I like mayo.
That's what I said. You're officially Canadian.
That's right.
Solomon Hamilton.
I don't know. Have you seen how people treat mayonnaise in Alabama?
we don't want to.
We want to know.
No,
We have a
Prejudice.
white barbecue sauce here.
No. No.
I'm reasonably sure making people watch that violates some part of the Geneva Conventions or something. I'm not. I think I saw that somewhere. I'm
That's
not.
a crime
I think.
against humanity.
Yeah.
I saw that too. You're right.
Yep.
It's totally true.
Don't
There's
they
a
do
war
something
crimes tribunal
pigs
for
in
that one.
Because
Ivory.
we can get the real crimes. We might as well get them for mayonnaise.
Yeah. Ivory barbecue sauce. It's mayonnaise and vinegar, basically.
What?
It's not barbecue.
I know it's not.
mayonnaise with
Black
extra
pepper
vinegar
says
in
Eric.
it.
That's what it is.
Because
Miracle.
mayonnaise, it already has vinegar in it.
Yeah, I was gonna say mayonnaise. Yeah,
More
so it would have to be
vinegar.
extra vinegar.
black
You would have to look at it.
Vinegar.
And much
Just
like
Google
the
it.
salt
Oh,
one,
no.
though, that will not feel good.
I just got mentioned
look
by
this
tons of
shit
mice.
You
Well,
win.
well, tons of
Whenever
mice
tons of mice.
mentioned
Isn't he tons of Bob right now?
He is tons of Bob right
Yeah,
now.
but on,
or he
on
was a
Twitter,
minute ago.
on Twitter, he's still tons of mice.
Oh,
yeah.
that's true. That's fair.
2 Bobs, 1 cup.
That's for you, Jonathan.
No,
Yes, I live
Jenny.
in
Jenny.
I live in bumfuck Alabama.
My
I
condolences.
need more alcohol for this.
Same.
I'll be right back.
I thought Floridians were bad with
I don't know.
culinary exploits, but I never seen ivory barbecue sauce.
Yeah, at least you
There
guys have the
truly is
Cuban
no
sandwich to make up for the other things.
I mean, that really sounds like some racist shit to me.
If there is a testament to capitalist,
Can't you call it cream or
consumerism,
something?
It is ivory fucking barbecue sauce.
Can't you call it cream barbecue sauce or something? Creamy barbecue?
So ivory what is it?
It's gotta be white or ivory.
no, it's a mayonnaise barbecue
Wow.
sauce.
Yeah, I'm not sure cream is necessarily as much better as you seem to think it is.
A horseradish
It's a
barbecue
little
sauce I can
better than
understand.
white or ivory.
Oh, it's a little better, yeah.
I'm not saying it's perfected,
Oh, okay,
but you
okay.
know.
I stand corrected.
Had any left?
All right, guys, I am going to take a quick break here, so I'm going to let Randolph in, and I'm going to pull myself out. But you guys carry on as you would,
But
and when I come back,
before, as it is now 3:45 in the morning here, I'm going to
Yeah.
bed.
oh,
Night,
all right.
sauna lady. Thanks for being
Very
here.
nice.
Great to meet you.
Bye, Phoebe.
Good night, Phoebe.
Bye,
Thank you for
Phoebe.
social distancing with us.
Watch for my thank you tweet. Oh, never mind.
Wait,
She knows.
Aicila, how close are we?
To what? Oh, wait. I can do it. Doop. There we go.
No. This is not 6 feet.
And
I got Susan. I got her.
All right,
Susan, check your Twitter.
Ox has a very good question.
Oh, no.
how come Cuban
Wait.
sandwiches? Huh?
Oh no, that's
someone
not a
come
good
in?
question.
Okay. When Susan gets
Yeah,
here,
She was being subtle about it. It was the constantly asking to come in that just kind of, I was sitting there going like, if I read between the lines, I think maybe. But,
Maybe. Never be sure.
oh yeah. So, you guys, don't forget a reminder for Swede's charity stream. I
That's
believe
great.
we had the link put in. I think we had it there. I think.
We did. Jen had it.
Hey Neil, why don't you kick me because I'm about done for tonight anyways, and just let Susan in, and then you guys can have a grand old time, and I'll stalk you from the chat.
Woohoo!
I put
We love
your,
them stalked.
I put your Linktree address in the chat during the show.
Sounds like fun.
I'll pump that into the chat once again there. If you can help out and spare a little bit, it's for a great cause, guys. So, oh, yeah, all right, there you go.
Yay!
There. Twice in a row.
Dear to sweetheart.
Looks like you just beat me,
Sorry,
Jen.
sweet, I had to do it.
Jen's usually pretty good at that.
I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Your daughter recognized that screening may have saved my youngest kid's life, so
Yeah, and
she's
since
all over it.
I'm like beyond broke, I might as well do something useful and share the link.
Feel that.
Oh, beyond you need. I can help you out, Jen. If you need.
No, I'm not I have no expenses, so I don't need money right now.
Oh,
but,
all right.
I need to get a job soon because I need to move out of my parents' house because this is killing me.
Right. I'll send the
Bye,
link.
B. I'll miss you.
So
Are
I'm
you-
actually fading a little bit. I've had a pretty long day.
Anyways, I'm gonna go since Neil's not gonna kick me.
Oh.
You guys have a great night.
Bye. B.
I
gave him the
appreciate-
opportunity to like boot me out.
No, you show yourself out. You don't need me to kick you.
Fine, I'm out of here. Love you all.
But if you exist, see ya.
Might as well.
Wow.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
That was perfect timing because I just did this and you cut me. It was like perfect. Do it again.
Okay. Well, if you insist. There we go. That's a for real one. Thanks, Pete.
That's fine.
Susan
That's
will be joining
hilarious.
us. Aicila, you're going to bail too, but this is your.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm just really tired. It's been a long day for me.
You don't have to be sorry. You're the
But-
guest, and you're allowed to bail whenever you want.
Oh, thank you. What a great Actually, I can regardless, but I just appreciate you having me on so much and getting to meet all of your people and, of course, hang out with my Nat One crew and my awesome podcasting partner who has been quite amused by all of this. So thank you.
Well,
Your
ask
story was
Eric.
very
Maybe someday Eric would like to come on and share his story if he has one.
Well, so he was an atheist his whole life, right?
What about religious influence?
What I
Has he
read
ever had
about
any religious.
I narrowly avoided being Catholic when I was young because my mom.
See, we could talk
bailed
about
on
that, and we could talk about atheist community as well. That's what I do with people that are always been atheists. Like Randolph has been on my show. And
Mhm.
he's a cradle atheist, but we talk about religious influences in our lives and stuff like that. So
I would love to discuss secular humanism.
that would be great.
There you
Secular
go.
humanism is great.
I will connect you.
All right.
I love secular humanism.
So what's this Nat One takeover all about?
Oh, no.
Everyone
Oh,
from
we
the-
got
from the podcast is here.
Aicila,
Hello.
Jonathan,
Ben,
Ben, and myself. And so it's not one.
we had
time.
Mikey earlier.
We had Mikey.
Mhm.
I joined
Our whole crew.
the name tag thing and put it on mine as well with a question mark because I'm not sure. I hope this helps.
Randolph's
if you
allowed
want
to be a part of the takeover. Yeah.
If you want to be a part of Nat One, I have something I'm working on.
Contact me privately and let me know.
Yeah.
I should
I'll let you know
probably,
when it's more complete.
Small parts will work good for me, I think.
One.
Mhm. It's a fun show. Like, John,
Oh,
Yeah,
you're a
yeah,
great
Susan,
dude.
don't. I was about to. That was low hanging fruit.
You
I-
really was.
It really was.
Also what she
I was about to do it.
That was a softball pitch. I was just like, let's see what Susan does. I'll toss her a softball and see what she does.
I've seen the show. The first episode was impressive. The quality is top of the line.
Yeah.
Well, thanks.
We had a great group.
I changed my name to Nat One Leftover.
Now we're leftover.
Nat One
Neil-
Heroes wouldn't exist without Neil.
Neil, I sent you the onboarding packet. You didn't get back to me.
Oh, that's right. You did too.
Yeah, but I know you were going through some things when I sent that. But
I know. I'll probably get involved one of these days, but right now.
So what is this? I don't even know what it is. I'm
full.
You're
Nat One
gonna get
Heroes
piled on
it's
for
a
this?
D&D game thing that they
Oh, yes, of course. Oh, Jesus, of course.
Jonathan's channel.
I'm incredibly hurt. Student Dr. Ben is
hang on.
going to be a guest DM
Hang
on
on
the
1
claim.
second here. I just have to do this real quick so I can slap fucking over here. Real
Right,
quick.
we're moving the wrong way. Shit.
Am I the only one here who has never played D&D?
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
All right. It was great to meet everybody. Thank you so much for having me on your show.
Oh, it's a pleasure. It was nice to meet you.
It's so interesting to hear what you had to say.
Aicila, what are you going to shill before you leave?
What? Oh, what am I going to shill? Well, I already did
Before
that
you
one.
leave.
And also by Kyrian, of course, we're going to do our first ever. And I blame Nat one for this, which I think might mean Eric doesn't like you guys because he'd never wanted to do a live stream. But after I started doing it with Nat One Heroes, I was like, we got to try and do a live stream. So we're going to do our first official live stream September 30th. Pretty excited about that.
My birthday. That's my birthday.
Happy birthday! Oh, yeah. And of course, Nat One Heroes is every other Sunday, not this week, but next week. And it's super fun.
Weirdest episode of the Brady Bunch.
You're listening to 604 Atheist.
What's that? Nobody wants to
Thanks,
sub.
guys.
Night. Nice to
Great
meet
night.
you.
Bye.
You too.
See you again soon.
We'll chat.
YL.
Please, anyone that wants to, my DMs are open.
All right, and you can find out more about her by all the links we have for her in the description box below. So definitely check that out.
Best friend, I appreciate your camaraderie with the takeover.
Nat One groupie.
Nat One groupie. So I'm guessing Susan's going to be watching our one shot.
I mean, probably, yeah. All depending
It's
on
great.
because I always have I realize having this out makes it seem like I do a lot more homework than I actually do. But
Why are you coming in on only one side of my headphones?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's up with that.
You've got one of these, right? If you look at the back,
Yeah.
you'll see.
Neil?
Hold on.
You're off camera, Neil.
All the way. Huh? Oh, yeah. You want to put the one all the way to the left, and that'll have both.
Testing. 1, 2. Oh, you got to say that.
I usually have it on cardioid. Is the thing.
Yeah.
And I switched it to the little infinity looking thing. Is that any better?
Only if you're interviewing someone, because then it actually gets the sound on the other side of the mic, but otherwise, no.
It sounds almost the same. I don't know what's happened.
Yeah,
Is your
Neil,
cable
would you
plugged
like
in all the way?
put her on the left so it's not so disconcerting?
Why?
Because it's coming through my left headphone, and if she's on the left, it won't feel weird.
Coming
now.
through my right one.
Well, your headphones are probably backwards.
I think yours are backwards because
headphones on backwards.
This one.
Nope.
Nope,
They're not backwards.
Let me see if I can do this.
Oh, you want to use the headphone one?
Everything on here.
Maybe the mic's not
Did
plugged
it
in all the
sound
way.
like this- Did it sound like this last night, Ben?
No, you sounded fine to me, and you still sound fine to me.
Yeah,
But I only have one. I only have one earbud in now.
Yeah,
Oh,
that might be it.
explains that then.
Because
Yeah,
I'm gonna get in stereo.
Like it was fine until I
Yeah.
put the other one on.
Bar is in the house. What's up, Bar?
Bar in the house.
I had my kitty up a second ago, but she's not having it right now.
My cat is up at the wood shop. As soon as I live in there, though, he'll join us.
But buying some more wood for Randolph?
Mm-hmm. No.
Speaking of, okay. Serious question. When does the show start? When are you guys done? When does True North Talk actually start? Because like I said, if it's when Randolph finishes, I think I think there's going to be a dearth of new programs in 2050. So I will be more than happy to sign up then. But
2050?
Apparently you're waiting till he's done, and I've been watching him do this project for quite some time. I'm just saying.
So I just picked up new plywood today because the price of the wood has gone down significantly now, and it's more affordable.
I'm going to start it on my shop here soon. So yeah,
it went up 3 times. That's why I didn't buy it. And then, but I also was I'm trying to get my roofing guy in, but he's been getting big projects. So I found somebody else who's got expertise and is going to be able to do the roof. We need to do torch on because it's not just regular shingles because the pitch isn't enough for shingles. So that lady's available almost any time. So I'm going to bring her in to do the roofing part. She's done it for like 13 years, lots of experience. So we'll that should get us going. And then once I've got that done, then I can make sure it definitely is leak proof. It seems to be, but I want to be sure once the roof is completed, and then and run a hose on it to be sure. But after that, I'm going to be building the floor, doing wiring, and we'll be putting walls up after insulation. So we're getting close.
So 2050 is about right, is what it sounds like.
Yeah, he's got to build the floor because we're tired of hovering in there.
Yeah, hoverboards are expensive to operate.
They really are.
Well, and you guys can't call on Jesus. It would be hypocritical to say, Jesus, could you carry us up and, walking on water and walking.
We're Canadians. We're used to walking on water, especially in the wintertime.
Oh, I thought you were talking about doing some of the carpentry, but
my dear, I don't think you're loud enough. I think you might have to turn up the volume. That's why people can't hear you when you pop in.
Can y'all actually hear
me? Let me mute myself.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yay! It just sounds like it's over a headset.
You sound like you're in an airplane.
I put a cat alert into the
I
chat
am.
when your cat showed up as well.
Welcome to Western Airlines. This is Flight 767. And
this is your captain speaking.
You sound like you're in a Cessna 172, and you're trying to talk to the person.
How specific?
Better or worse?
That's very specific.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
impressed.
incredibly specific. Yeah, I am too.
I'd be impressed, but for the fact I don't know enough to be able to refute that. I'm gonna go with you just made that one up, but
you sound like you're in the -7 VIN number.
Well, so the Cessna 172 was the default plane in Flight Simulator for years and years and years and years.
Oh,
testing.
Yes.
That's why that
just
plane
testing
always
the
sticks in
volume.
my
I'm sorry.
head.
It's okay. You're louder now.
The drink
Okay.
of the night. This is a dark and stormy and a mule glass because that's all I got.
Mule.
That's clean.
Are there bitters in there?
Got to step up.
There are no bitters in it. Jenny made me do a shot of bitters last night.
It was a quarter shot that you
A quarter
did,
shot of
thank you.
bitters.
Is a
Because
mule a step up from a donkey?
Because I'm poor.
Wait. Is it Titan? Is it your birthday?
Cheers.
Is it Titan's birthday?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, is
Happy
it?
birthday, Titan.
it is.
Happy birthday to
It
Uranus,
is.
Titan.
Teton Uranus.
Yeah, because you don't want to say the actual name. See,
Well,
Titan,
I
your
say it
name.
all the time.
Yeah, Neil
Your
doesn't
name
give
is
a fuck.
great.
Neil's.
No, Titan's name is great for my snappy gloves. Love it.
Titan
With or without the
Uranus.
mayonnaise.
And it's something we all want to achieve. It's
Titan Uranus.
There's a lot of. I don't know why there's so many birthdays. Tom Jump's birthday tomorrow. I think who else? Or Tom Jump's birthday is either. Yeah, I think Tom Jump is
58.
tomorrow, and then a few others. Mouty's tomorrow.
why there's so
that's
much
true.
births in September,
Yeah.
don't you? It's called New Year's Eve.
58. I'm catching up to you, Teton.
I'm catching up to you all too.
I'm going to be 55 in October.
I'm 27.
I'm going to be an American speed
I'm
limit.
almost
in
58.
October. And I still can't drive 55. Little Sammy Hagar. I fucking hate Sammy Hagar. But anyway.
Yeah, congratulations on your birthday, Ben. Whenever that's coming up.
When's your birthday, Ben?
No, I was just saying I'm catching up to you all 58.
Yeah, no, you're not.
I'm 27. That's basically 58, right?
No.
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 We talked about this last night and determined that Susan's half my age.
We young, Ben.
Yeah.
Doorknob bed. Wow, I didn't know birthdays went that high. Hey,
Yeah, I'm young.
Young. Yes,
I'm young, but I still have a lot of school left. So
yeah, you'll probably be 58 by the time you get out of there, right?
by the time I get my first attending paycheck, I'll be like in my 60s.
Yeah. Well, I thought I'd be done after my master's this next month, but now I'm looking at a doctorate program myself, so yay.
See, I'll be done with my doctorate program I'll be 28 when I graduate with my doctorate. So.
Nice.
Hi, Cafe. Nice to see you.
But then I have
I'll
residence.
be 40 when I get my doctorate because it's a 7-year program.
I'm looking at another 3 years. That'll put me at 35 or so.
I will finish residency. If I do a 3-year residency, then I'll be 32. Well, yeah, but I don't know if I'm going to do a fellowship. We'll see if I do a fellowship.
I did that. Yeah, I did. I spelled that wrong.
I think my sister-in-law joked that she was in 38th grade or something like that when she was just finishing up her fellowship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll see if I do a fellowship, because I would really have to want to do that, but I don't even know if I want to subspecialize, because the future of medicine is enhancing primary care and not utilizing specialists as much.
Yeah, well, she's a plastics, so she was getting
surgical subspecialties. It's worth it definitely to always specialize in surgery, but in medicine, I don't know, you have to really, really, really want it, but we're going to need fewer specialists in the future.
We're going to need just more doctors in the future.
Yeah, what we need is more primary care doctors and fewer specialists, but people all want to be specialists because they're getting paid more right now with our current capitalist system of you get paid per volume of patients, but they're switching it now to where you get paid for quality of care and not for volume of patients. So the more you refer to a specialist for things that they don't need to be referred for, the less money you get. So they're encouraging people to actually do their job in primary care and not to be referral monkeys.
Right.
Yeah.
I need to find a new doctor soon. Mine's retiring at the end of October.
Oh my.
That's a better reason than most to have to find a new doctor.
That's true.
Yeah, it's a good reason.
Yeah, I've been with my doctor since I was a teenager. So.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Well, my childhood doctor passed away, so.
Oh no.
Going up with
my wife and I've been with the same family doctor firm for since we met, and so I could give you their info if you want to talk to them. We're quite happy with them. They have high quality people there.
Well, we'll talk.
I keep on forgetting you two live close to each other until you say shit like that.
Did you guys know just 9/11 was an inside job?
I have an answer for this. The answer is yes, because the terrorists were inside the plane at the time they did that.
Did you know 7-Eleven was a part-time job?
Richard brings shame to the name Hamilton because I am also of the Hamiltons, but I do not support this.
Richard, it was not an inside job, okay? And yes, jet fuel, along with all the other combustibles that happen to have been in the building at the time, can melt steel beams.
It's true.
So shut the fuck up.
Neil, right? I need to have you on my show at some point.
You can get a charcoal fire hot enough to melt steel.
My neighbor is an architect, international certified. He's also a professor of architecture. I was asking him about this stuff, and he said the way those buildings are constructed, all the pressure on the beams also generates heat as well. The newer buildings are better.
That's correct.
And a lot of these buildings, they actually have some flexibility, even though they're concrete. They do on the outside. They're designed to be flexible so that the wind won't end up causing them to crack and break.
They have to be, or even just minor tectonic shakes, which you get.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, and so, but those older ones weren't as well built, and so of course the newer buildings can withstand a lot of the stuff better.
And they're designed to implode the exact way that you saw, and when it implodes, you actually also see material blowing out because all the air pressure that comes in with the sudden influx of material going through the
yeah.
So
yeah, he says that's what you kind of expect to sort of see stuff like that with such a catastrophe. It's not surprising to the engineers.
It's utterly ridiculous that people want to bring it to that sort of a level when it was an absolutely tragic event that happened.
Yeah,
people want to do this with it. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Okay, this was not an inside fucking job. Okay, and there were some psychopaths out there that decided they were going to take their own life and thousands of others with them. Fuck them. That's all I can tell you.
But look at what Randolph did, and this is interesting, and I think this is really important because here's the thing. Which I'm a fan of conspiracy theories, and I've looked into many. There's been one or two that I've said maybe I can get into. The JFK assassination is about the only one that I've. But all that aside, I don't sit there and speculate, and I don't go online, and I don't try to find people that. What I do is I try to find somebody that I know who is an expert, whether it's a neighbor, whether it's and somebody who's not involved, somebody who has nothing to gain either way, and say, okay, you're a pro. Nobody's asked you because you're not a big name. You don't run an architectural firm. You're just the guy next door. So you got no axe to grind. What does this look like to you? Oh yeah, it's exactly what I would have expected to happen. I was like, for me, done. So Randolph just said, I'm going to ask a neighbor who's an expert.
Yeah, that's
good idea.
That's an
Really good
interesting,
idea.
Qualified expert too.
Yeah.
That's an interesting thing because I've noticed this. I mean, I'm sure you all have too, with the people who choose to call in to like all the call-in shows with very niche subjects, and they call in because they assume like the call-in hosts are not experts, and a lot of times they aren't on these very niche subjects because they know they're gonna trip them up. But like people calling in to like atheist shows to talk about like medicine, I'm like, yeah, because you're too scared to actually talk to somebody who knows something about it, who's gonna call you out on your bullshit.
And there's
So, like,
one lady just brought up an excellent point, okay? Which is, and this happened too when Alex Jones decides, and I know Alex Jones probably thinks there isn't any real harm in saying that it was a false flag incident, or the school shooting was a false flag incident. The problem is they're real victims. So I listen, I think if something is fake, you have an obligation to call it out, and if it hurts people, it hurts people. But the reality is, make damn sure you're right, it's fake. Don't guess, don't speculate, because you're hurting people just to guess and speculate. And this isn't a game, and this isn't a game to the people who got hurt. And there are very few Americans who did not know somebody who was either on one of those planes, in one of those buildings, or who themselves knew somebody. This wasn't 6 degrees of separation. This was at most 2 for every American citizen.
Yeah.
This was not easy. Get it right.
Those were serious targets. And I think my understanding is Osama bin Laden expected there'd be like planes sticking out of the building and it would take a long time to fix it. Apparently he didn't expect the whole things to collapse either. So when he was surprised, he must have been like, uh-oh, I'm in serious trouble now when he saw it collapsing.
I think he thought there was a possibility. He did not expect. He thought if he was lucky, he'd get one plane to hit of all the targets.
This, of course, is all speculation too.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, and I might be bullshitting here, so someone fact check me. I think the bulk of like the Twin Towers like load bearing was the exterior walls, and that's why it collapsed the way it did.
Your first part is right. Your second part is wrong. The most of the load bearing was in the exterior structure. Like when you look at the big columns, they're not really big columns, but the columns that go up and down, that was the exoskeleton to it. However, what caused it was in the middle was the entire like superstructure of the elevators and everything else. And that's what people are saying, jet fuel can't melt this, except it can, and it can weaken it and everything else. And so you had the damage done to the exoskeleton and the heat on the interior, and all of a sudden you have a catastrophic failure that domino affected all the way down.
Yeah, people don't realize that steel, although it melts at somewhere around, 2,500, 2,600 degrees, it starts to get soft at around 15, 18.
Yeah, it may not be a bad idea to change topics
that's not
right
a
now.
problem for fuel to reach that temperature.
There's a lot of things people seem to misunderstand about this kind of stuff. Like there was a church somewhere that was burnt down, and people are saying, "Oh, it's a sign from God. Look at the golden crucifix inside. It didn't get burned at all." Well, gold has a much higher melting point than the whole rest of the structure of the building that burned down.
So here's the thing that I don't get. Neil is getting older, literally while we talk about this. You can see him aging, and people would rather talk about this than make fun of his ass. That's what I don't understand.
Him and his cane.
Let me just impart some aged wisdom upon you, young'uns.
Oh, wisdom.
Neil.
Wisdom comes with age.
For fuck's sake. Wisdom.
Speaking of birthdays, yesterday was John Ritter's birthday.
It was. I saw your retweet.
We're Kane twins, Jenny.
Not one denier.
Now I feel like I got to get myself a cane so I can join this club somehow.
I just put a new tip on mine.
Nice.
I just love the not one denier thing. That's hilarious.
I just got a new one too. Brand new.
Want to see my walker?
Is it? Oh wait, never mind. Is it an AT-AT or AT-AT? I know. I saw Susan's
gloves.
vein on the side of her head started throbbing there for a second. Did you just say AT-AT?
Because you don't call it an ATST for an ATST.
I do. ATST.
You're so wrong about that.
Now we're just gonna say it.
You know what I did get though, Susan?
What?
Okay, I went
Did you
into
get the Star
Walmart.
Wart thing?
I got a Star Wars thing. I
heard
went
about
into
that.
Walmart. I went into Walmart. I went into Walmart and to pick up one of my prescriptions. And it says, oh, it'll be 15, 20 minutes. So what do? I head over to the toy section as usual.
Of course.
As one does.
After going through the sporting section to see if they got any good bows and arrows and metal detectors. And then I went over. No, they're all for kids. I'm like, fuck this. So I went over to the toy section, also for kids. And I'm like, oh my goodness. They have one here because they haven't had one there. And they only have one Poe Dameron X-Wing set left that I should probably grab. As Randolph hammers like an elephant on his keyboard.
Sorry about that.
But I did grab this, and it is fucking amazing. It's even better than the original one I picked up when they first released this shit.
I'm unreasonably excited about this.
The Boba Fett Mandalorian edition.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
Damn.
This is really cool. Yeah. Awesome. So, yeah. It's really cool. And it even has the pivoting wings. And yeah. And it even has something on the back of it where you can hold it up like you're flying it. It's fucking amazing.
The box looks great.
Oh, yeah. It's awesome. So now I got this one and the Star Wars Millennium Falcon. Or what do they call it? The aluminum Falcon. And
Who the hell's an aluminum falcon?
Star Wars.
No, it's the Boomer Eagle.
The Boomer Eagle. And of course the Razor Crest, which I'm going to have to build soon. So, and I'm trying to find they got the space station too. That you can pick up, but it's really hard to find.
Oh, I bet.
And yeah, and I'd love to get some of those NASA sets, and they've got some really cool Technique sets coming out soon too.
Oh, CDN Alderman's trying to get in. Canadian Alderman's trying to get in.
Wait, what?
Knocking. He's knocking.
Let me in.
He's knocking on Neil's door.
How you guys doing?
Ollie.
I didn't want to let him in. He was fucking sleeping through my show.
I wasn't sleeping. I was just lying down on the couch listening.
Maybe you need to keep him. Maybe we need to keep Ollie in the back till his beard grows back.
What? Oh no! Smoothness now.
He was just resting his eyes, like all other fathers that do that.
So wait. Yeah, Randolph, I think we can still hear your keyboard.
That's not.
I'm sure we can still hear his keyboard.
That star is rare.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was me on my spare keyboard. I may have accidentally set Randolph up. Sorry about that.
You type slowly.
Everybody, I'm trying to type with a thing where nobody can see it, and it's got to be on my lap, because if I use my real one, you guys are going to see all the typing come out. I'm just making shit up.
I'm this guy with the typing.
Oh, no. You're a pecker?
Yeah, I'm a pecker.
Oh,
for fuck's sake. We really had to go there.
That's
We
getting
did
quick.
have to go there.
I'm a pecker. You're a pecker. He's a pecker. She's a pecker. Wouldn't you like to be a pecker?
Oh, I see tons of pecker now.
Wow.
I've been using the phone.
The Bath Star is rare.
For so long that I can't even cope with a full-size keyboard anymore. I've lost my talent to type. It's really
I only type with Himalayan salt dildos. I just like smash the keyboard.
And you must be wearing gloves while you do it.
Exactly.
Yep. Niels Kane.
You'll be happy.
You ever tip the keys by leaving it running, or?
You'll be happy to know that Tons of Mice did clip some glove pictures and stick them on the internet there. So.
Tons of Mice is also now Niels Kane.
Get it right. It's Tons
that
of
might not
Bob.
be nuts.
Hey, no doxing.
Well, there was Tons of Bob, and now there's Niels Kane.
Thank you for your support. No, thank you, Kane, for your support.
So I have another.
Tons of Mice.
I have another very difficult trivia question. Would you guys like to try?
Ooh,
Yes.
sure.
Yeah.
What was?
Cat says yes.
Well, I asked the very difficult trivia question last Saturday night. What was the first movie to have the post-credit scene? The
Right.
Silencers, the Dean Martin movie. I have another very difficult TV trivia question.
I probably don't know it. I'm too young.
What was the first TV show to show a married couple in bed together?
It was either
Oh,
I
that's
Love
easy. The
Lucy
Brady
or
Bunch.
I think. I would have said. Well, I Love Lucy wasn't. I don't think I Love Lucy showed them in bed.
The correct answer yet.
Bob Newhart.
I Love Lucy did not show them in bed. I don't think it was what's his name, Randolph and Mort, the Honeymooners. I don't think it was the Honeymooners.
I have to do that.
I'm relatively certain everyone here in the chat has seen an episode of the show too.
Said it wasn't the Brady Bunch.
It's not the Brady Bunch.
It's not Mary Tyler Moore, is it?
Neil,
not Mary Tyler Moore. Dick Van Dyke.
The Munsters?
No.
No, Dick Van Dyke had separate beds.
Skeletons Island.
No.
I'm just guessing.
Yeah, it's just tossing out right now. Would have been before Gilligan's Island.
It's not a movie. It's a television show.
Mary Kay.
No, it's B movie. It's obviously B movie.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Mary Kay and Johnny.
WKRP.
WKRP. No, I don't think they ever showed anybody in bed.
Knight Rider.
If I told you it was a cartoon,
Married.
Yes.
No, it's
the
not.
Flintstones.
No,
The Flintstones. Nicholas is correct. The Flintstones.
Oh, damn.
In all fairness,
First
that was
television
tight.
show to ever show any a married couple.
Oh, the Titan. Yep.
To be fair, I was close
Titan
with
beat me.
Family
The
Guy.
correct answer is Mary Kay and Johnny.
Oh,
Correct.
Family Guy.
I was really close
I
with
still-
Family Guy, and
I
I
still
feel like I
stand to be
deserve
movie.
some credit.
You do. You do.
The first actual human beings were.
Seriously, the
Bob Newhart
correct answer is Mary Kay and Johnny.
Jesus.
B movie.
That is correct. They're actually.
Oh,
They're actually. It's in the Wikipedia. Yep.
What's that? The Flintstones, right?
Nope. Mary Kay and Johnny.
No, he's saying it's Mary Kay and Johnny. Well, it may be by married couple. They mean because technically nobody in the Flintstones. If it's animated, they're not real people. I don't know. I don't know how these things work.
Are you getting into like hard solipsism here, where we're like?
That's my next step. Yeah, that's where I'm headed. That's where I'm headed. Well, it was going to be a surprise. Thanks.
Fuck.
That was in 1947.
But there was the other one. I think the common claim too is that Star Trek had the first interracial kiss, but I think it actually didn't.
That
I
is
think
true.
they were beaten by they were actually beaten by one other, but then it depends on how you define a kiss and there's you get into the nuance. Shit.
It's always nuance.
Yeah.
Always.
I Love Lucy is the first to display a interracial kiss as a Hispanic male and a white female.
Yeah, and the fact that they were married, still nobody cared. They're just like, no, you can't show that. It's like they're married. This is, what do you think they're doing off air?
But then there's the first unmarried interracial one was on Star Trek, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I think that's commonly credited, but I actually think that's not. I if you look it up, there's a caveat to that. I forget what it is, but it was Uhura and Kirk.
Because of social stigmas and stuff like
They're
that.
being forced into it or something, but still, it happened, right?
Well, I think there was. Well, no, there was a live one.
Children.
That was it. There was a live one beforehand, but it was unscripted, and it was like at an awards ceremony or something like that. So that may or may not count, if I recall.
No. The very first interracial kiss on television in 1964, which is pre-Star Trek, was Emergency Ward 10, which is a British soap opera.
Those damn
That doesn't count. You realize it doesn't count. The British. Okay, first of all, okay.
On television.
We're talking no, it's not television. It's owned by the British government, okay? It's a slave control system where the British government controls all media. It's called the BBC. And what happens Okay, you know what?
BBC.
No, okay, no, fine. Let's do Okay, no, I'm going to calm down. You know what? I'm just going to calm down cuz I'm done.
Man, I just thought you were going to take an elitist position about British TV not being real TV, but go off, I guess.
Too.
I'm okay now.
That too.
A real country.
BBC 7.
No, that's
BBC
Canada.
Heaven.
It's
even a real
not
country.
television. It's owned by the government. Television is by the people for the people. It's uniquely American. I'm just saying. And maybe Canadian.
Sure.
I don't know, but they got it.
Maybe Canadian.
Speaking of I Love Lucy, Lucille Ball has actually passed away from a dissection.
There's a lot of filming that goes on in Canada. It would be a shame for them not to be included in it,
It's faux rage. I do it all the time. My apologies.
I'm gonna chill the fuck out.
Yeah, sorry. I'm chill.
I was
when I have a
was
really
very
bad
saddened
argument,
this
that's
week.
when I go into that.
Himalayan Salt Dildo says BBC was an inside.
No.
Wow.
Himalayan salt dildo.
Damn.
Oh shit!
I like the other one. Bob Lamar Suter defines a kiss. As
Yeah, I wasn't going to ask about where the Bob came from. I'm sure that there's some history to that. I was like, there actually was a Bob Suter too, so I'm not trying to stay away from that one as well.
Okay. The Bob thing. We've been talking about Bob all night, so I don't even know what Bob is serious and what Bob is not serious at this point.
I got the Bob treatment earlier, and I was like, I don't know what's going on, but
Bob,
I'll take it.
Because in my cult, everyone is Bob.
You don't know what the Bob treatment is, but you'll take. We could go so many. I think you need to just watch your phrasing.
That is.
Yeah, I know the whole Neil and Bob thing. I know.
Watch your Bobs.
Watch your
Irish Bob with the side shot.
So Ben, this is the cult that you're. Don't judge me. This is the cult that you're starting because you're starting the cult instead of joining the cult.
Yeah, it's a cult of Bobs and Himalayan salt dildos, and it's a cult and a pyramid scheme, and you have to give me 10% of your income.
Are the pyramids made of salt too?
Yes.
Yeah, just the dildos are made of salt.
Oh, okay.
I think that saves a lot of time putting your pyramid.
Right?
If your pyramid scheme is built into your cult, I think that saves a lot of time. That's a really good idea.
Yeah. That's how you make money.
Exactly.
Oh no, I'm impressed.
Yeah, and then I don't have to do any work because I get the minions to go do it.
I need minions. I like this minions idea. You guys mentioned that earlier.
I just give inspirational speeches about how to be a hard worker and how you just gotta hustle. Like, it's all about what you put into it. So obviously, if you're not getting the recruitment that you should be, it's your fault.
I finally figured out why everyone's name
that's
is
Christianity.
Bob, because you're
You
modeling
just
this
did
after
Christianity.
young living.
Oh, Doorknob Head writes, Bob for apples. How do you like those apples?
They're great, but we prefer salt dildos.
Ben, if you ever want to do
Speak for
like
yourself.
a multi-level marketing scheme and you don't involve me, my feelings are going to be greatly hurt.
Oh, you'll be in on it, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's okay. They'll get you in on the ground floor.
That's the opposite of what I want.
You buy this kit. You buy this kit, and it's great. It's a great kit.
The only problem with getting in at the top floor is you could end up being the subject of prosecutors who decide to shut you down one day.
No, we'll have a patsy. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Jen, you want in on this?
Okay.
Hell nah. I'm making my own cult where I'm giving mercury pills to people. Didn't you hear me earlier?
We'll make it a joint venture then.
I'm selling.
Keep in mind, he's looking for he literally just said he's looking for a patsy. So just remember that when you get invited.
Yeah, we'll find the patsy after Jen gets in.
After, yeah.
You stab me in the back, I stab you in the back.
Like literally, or
yes.
And this is my plan exactly, because I'll be the top of the pyramid, and then the two people right underneath me in the pyramid are all fighting each other. So they're fighting each other instead of fighting me. So
Tell me how this is not Christianity. I mean, you're like, okay, it's the pyramid scheme. You're gonna tell them it's their fault that it's not working because they're not praying hard or they're not believing hard. Or it's a new spin. You've reinvented the wheel. I am genuinely impressed.
Okay,
Jen,
whatever. I'll start my own
meeting-
pyramid scheme with blackjack and hookers.
Then
I like that
get
one
to the
better.
Board meeting and can't.
But mine has
Blackjack
salt
and
dildos.
It's you.
I don't care. Blackjack and hookers wins over salt dildos.
I concur with that opinion.
Sweet, I didn't hear you.
If you get to the board meeting and can't find the patsy, you're it.
The patsy, yeah.
Yeah.
It's true. It's very true.
It's true. Very true. Yeah.
Shit.
So my condolences to the fellow Canadians out there this week. We lost a very important Canadian, Norm Macdonald.
Norm Macdonald passed away.
Very sad.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
He was a famous comedian. Yeah.
He was on SNL for a while. There's somebody did a thing on why he left SNL, which I don't realize. I guess he was booted out.
Well, he's been fighting cancer for 10 years.
Seriously transphobic.
Yeah, he kept that quiet though. Yeah.
And said many, many nasty things and didn't care a bit about what he heard, said or who he heard.
It's always unfortunate. It's unfortunate when you hear that about people that I used to like Chevy Chase, and I found out he really wasn't a nice guy, at least from reports. I mean, I didn't know
funny
personally.
on stage. He had a good stage presence.
Yeah, it's like a death of the author sort of thing, where it's
Yeah.
like, okay, like you've got.
Yeah, well, Hitler was a good guy at dinner.
Yeah.
He was a good painter.
You don't forgive people for certain.
No, he really wasn't. I'm a bad painter, and I don't think Hitler was a good painter. I feel like perspective is all I'm gonna say.
I think you should have been
Cynthia's here in
encouraged.
time for my cult. Cynthia, join my cult.
Yeah, we got mercury pills.
Are you supposed to
No,
be
not that
recruiting?
cult. My cult.
Are you supposed to be
I
recruiting
was a
like
part of your cult.
live
Oh,
on?
I'm sorry.
Does Neil get
I'm sorry.
residuals
Jonathan,
for this?
go recruit that one.
I fucking better get residual.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The minions. That's yeah. You're supposed to be sending the minions out.
I'm looking for a Patsy, aren't you?
All right,
Jonathan, go do my recruiting for me.
I have something important to say here.
Okay.
Because someone else I know who's been on my show as well. You might remember Overprotected Atheist.
Yep.
Right now, she is currently being abused in manners of ways by her husband that she's divorcing.
Oh.
She's very, very low on cash, and she's got a bunch of kids she's got to take care of. She has a GoFundMe up and going just now, which is why I disappeared for a second looking down. I just donated some money towards that as well, because that's the kind of shit that I really don't like to see. So there is a link that I popped in the chat there. If you want, you can go throw a few bucks to help out. She's got to pay for the divorce because her husband refuses to leave the house so that he can remain there to be in control of everything.
What country and or state is she in?
She's here with where I am. She's
in Portland.
Portland Metro.
Yeah. So
I tried to I invited her to a couple of things before. There were like meetups and stuff that I was going to, and she was like, I can't, and I didn't want to like pry, but now it's like, oh man, like I really feel like I should have tried harder.
Well, and sometimes people need that decompression time as well. I mean,
yeah,
it cuts both ways.
Yeah,
Nick, your mic is up above your eyes, so we can't really hear you well now.
Oh, so, yeah, I'm not used to. I'm used to using this one, but yeah.
Well, Nathaniel just got home, so I gotta hop off.
Okay, but remember to send me your 10% of your income before you leave.
Can I send you snappy gloves instead?
Okay, I guess that's acceptable this time, but next time.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'll remember that. All right.
But
bye, y'all.
bye,
Love
Ben.
y'all.
I'll help you put this whole thing together and get you, incorporate and stuff like that for 10% of your income.
No, I'm okay, thanks.
I will do a bunch of work for free and be the fall guy if you just let me give your followers mercury pills.
Oh, okay. I have to give my my pitch to Cynthia. So I have a cult. Everyone calls each other Bob. That's our secret name that God has bestowed to us. Is Bob?
That's not a secret.
And and we have Himalayan salt dildos, and we sell them because we're a pyramid scheme. But it's not actually a pyramid scheme. I'm sorry, it's not a pyramid scheme. It's multi-level marketing. There's a difference.
Ben, you and I will talk over your sales pitch later.
Tons of Bobs.
No, I'm pretty sure this is parody.
Cynthia, if you would like to be part of a clandestine chosen few put forward by the Lord God himself in order to purify the world through optional flared bass inserts, get with us later.
See, that sounds like a lie. That sounds like a lie. At least I can justify the fact that I have Himalayan salt dildos.
So this is now a cult off.
Cynthia's my friend. You're trying to get her in on the ground floor. She's gonna join in on the top floor, or she's gonna say no.
Mm-hmm.
Himalayan salt dildo. That's all I'm gonna say. It's okay. The select few. It's okay because the select few that are going to be successful in my marketing plan have already been ordained by God. So you would know if you were chosen.
Oh.
But
we're talking about the salt god or a different one?
The dildo, yeah.
Beelzebub.
You would know. You would already know if you were chosen. So, like, obviously, some of you just aren't chosen, and I'm sorry. That sucks for you.
So this is a Calvinist salt god.
Only some people are worthy of being a phallic dignitary.
Yeah, but you might be chosen. You just don't know right now. But God's working on revealing Himself to you, and then someday you'll find the truth, and you'll know that you were chosen. But it's in God's plan. I don't know the answer right now.
My participation in this may hinge on precisely what you have to do to get God to reveal himself to you.
It's a phallic line, isn't it?
If you don't feel God's love, you're not using the dildo hard enough.
Wow. Somebody clip that one. Somebody clip that one.
Oh, boy.
Inside of you.
It's going to turn you into a dildo of salt.
That's the actual story. See, the Bible is a mistranslation.
This all sounds very Catholic all of a sudden.
Well, that story's older than Catholicism, pal.
I'm referring to clerical sensibilities.
Because I look at all religions as just big
We don't
books
talk
of
about
mythology.
It's dangerous for me to be on streams. I have no filter.
Apparently, neither do I. So.
Oh shit!
I'm shocked I haven't been canceled again.
I mean,
honestly, same.
Let me rephrase that. Oh, by the way, hi, Purple. He can't reveal himself to anyone.
No.
At least
If you ask for him to reveal himself, he won't.
Hey,
It just has to come at the right time. Yeah.
Right. Of course.
You just got to trust him and take the dildo.
Yeah, you just got to trust him and take the dildo.
Yeah. No.
You know where it goes. We all innately know where it goes.
Oh my
God.
Of course.
And if you don't know, well, you actually do, and you're just denying the
I've
truth.
been putting them in my ear for years. Is that wrong?
Look at the trees. If you look at the trees, you will know where the dildo goes.
Oh, Tons of Mice just dropped a clip.
Oh boy!
Yeah.
Oh jeez!
I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't think I want to do that.
Just look at the. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave it there. I'm done. Just look at the trees. That's all you got to do.
Look, seriously? Okay, Ben, you're out of here. Look at the trees. Are you kidding me?
Look at the rocks.
Do you know where trees
folks,
originated?
I'm going to bail, folks. It was a genuine pleasure. So thank you very much. Glad to be sort of back on the circuit because I was out sick for a while.
Good night.
Good to have you back, Nick.
Nick, if you want to come on the stream, I'm on until 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon.
My apologies for.
You're welcome to join me to help keep me awake.
Yes,
that's the first time I've ever been accused of keeping anyone awake when I talk. But
see, Nicholas is actually the chosen one because he's sacrificing himself so that I can stay in the stream and not get booted.
Yep.
I like where this is headed. This is taking a surprising and interesting turn. So thank you.
I feel like you haven't heard enough about our God to reject it, because if you follow our religion, you'll never have longer than a 5-minute wait at the DMV.
Who is this?
Listen, tell you what, guys. I am easily bribed. I am for sale. I make no bones about it. Hit me up with your proposals.
Okay. Yeah. We'll talk.
Yep. All right.
We'll negotiate.
Bye.
No, the valid for the Bob God.
Yeah, anytime somebody brings up the argument for looking at the trees being proof of God, just tell them it's proof of the Bob God.
Look,
yeah, see, and you can't.
Is it the battery-operated boyfriend God?
Yes.
Battery-operated boyfriend.
Listen. Creation requires a creator. Dildo requires a dildo manufacturer.
See, you can't prove that my dildo God doesn't exist.
Yes.
Look around you. Everything is dildo.
Look how much stuff is phallic.
Right?
Everything is dildo.
William,
This pen?
All about that.
Instead of seeing Jesus and
Whoa. I would like to make a caveat emptor.
Everything is phallic.
Be very careful about what you choose to use for a dildo.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I
I can understand.
I did a stream about things that you should not put in your vagina. So go watch that if you need ideas on what not to do.
I'm pretty sure I can figure out what not to put in my vagina.
TLC has a great program called Sex Sent Me to the ER, and it's full of things like that, as are the people.
Did you see the one with the Buzz Lightyear toy? With the wings popped out.
Anything that doesn't have a base, you probably shouldn't put in either of your holes, because it can go up inside and then not come back out.
Yeah. Also, things with pores are harbors. Like they harbor infection.
Yeah. Don't get your local woodworker to make you a dildo.
So buy things that have been sanitized and approved for sexual use.
Yes.
And if you can't find the one that works for you, they make kits for you to make your own.
That's right.
Just go to Bad Dragon and become a furry.
I can't remember what problematic Bad Dragon thing did recently.
Oh, that's the name of the sun.
The Greater Dildo. We all have to say that together at like a town hall meeting.
Dillard Dotree, also known as Dildo, was a man.
And he really liked salt. He had hypertension.
Oh man, that is fucking epic. I need this cane. Shared a link with me.
What is it? A Tesla cane? Like
no. It's the Emperor Palpatine cane from Empire Strikes Back.
What?
Hang on. I'll fucking.
You gotta show this to us, man.
Is it a lightning rod?
Strikes Back.
Do they have a Star Trek cane too?
Shush. I don't know. Hang on.
Everything is dildo.
There you go.
Oh, nice.
Well, yes, you need it.
So you get that's fucking cool. It doesn't seem to want to scroll though, but yeah, that's awesome.
When does it show that?
Thanks, Ansher.
That's not an Empire.
Well, Empire Strikes Back. No, it's probably Return of the Jedi that you end up seeing it. But whoever put it up on Etsy probably didn't really realize that.
I don't
remember the Emperor having a cane.
No, me neither. The only one I remember having a cane is Yoda.
Yeah.
And that wasn't it.
No, this is different.
Yeah, I don't want to see the crick and Neil's back if he tries to use Yoda's cane.
It's another special from Star Wars. Be careful.
Yeah, don't get it from Star Wars.
Jenny just changed her name.
Not one vagina. Who kicked out Jonathan?
I'm not sure what happened there.
Yo, if you roll
a summoned. You were summoned by God.
Oh yeah, I went to talk to Bob for a little bit actually.
So he does have a cane. It says right here, he does have a cane.
Who, Bob?
The Emperor's cane is on Wikipedia.
Does Bob have a cane?
Wikipedia is amazing.
It should tell you what episode it was featured in.
Yeah, he said that multiple times.
Yep. He's got it.
Does Bob walk funny?
I'm not sure.
Depends on where his dildo is.
Oh.
And
all
you
this
do
talk
see it.
about dildos is making me hungry.
You do see it.
You need a dill pickle.
There's pictures of him holding it in the Empire and Return of the Jedi movies, or right there. He's got him right by his side there.
Okay, I keep getting ads. That say "resist tyrants, obey God," as if it's not ironic.
Yikes. Are they saying it ironically?
No, this is from a Christian store.
No, well.
Okay, shit. No, that's not what I want to do. Yeah, so yeah, apparently there are pictures of him holding that cane in the movies. So there you
go. It says Return of the Jedi, he was holding it.
Yes, Return of the Jedi.
That. I can't remember it.
I remember it. Well, when he's walking with Luke, he's got the cane.
When he's walking with Luke?
Yeah, trying to get Luke to become on the dark side.
Isn't that Vader that's walking with Luke at that time?
Nope. He's also walks with the Emperor. How much you been smoking tonight, Ollie?
A lot.
I haven't smoked any yet, you motherfucker.
Also, can I clarify for Catnip? Our one shot's next week, not tomorrow.
One shot. Do I even want to know what that is?
No, it's where Student Dr. Ben is going to be the Dungeon Master for Nat 1 Heroes for the day.
Mm-hmm.
It will be on the 26th at 7 o'clock Central.
Because I have a test this.
That's great.
I kind of want to reveal my character's voice for the one shot. Because it's so good.
Well, then no, save it for the one shot. Don't spoil it for everybody. Randolph's got Darth Vader in his picture now.
With a thumb up.
yeah. Darth Vader.
Also,
what the hell is that?
atheism is not normal, Randolph, because everyone's part of my cult now.
Hold on. What the hell do you think you're doing?
What?
It's the subgenius.
Bob Dobbs. Oh, okay. So there is a Bob Church.
Yeah.
Cynthia!
She's here to join my cult. Welcome to the cult, Cynthia.
Thank you. I'm willing to give you 10% of my income.
I approve of that. We will give you your special salt dildo once we meet
that was
in
pretty
person.
quick. Ben, I'm surprised. Bob, I'm surprised that you didn't ask her what her income is.
I don't care about that. I care about control.
That doesn't matter.
10% of nothing is nothing.
It doesn't matter how
power.
much I make. But Ben knows I don't make any money. I'm a social worker, for Pete's sake.
It's all about the power and the influence.
I'll be
That's
right back,
what
guys.
I care about.
All right.
Yeah.
Bob, I will pledge to you
So-
10% of my income. As long
Okay,
as-
good. Yeah, it's just the idea that I control your income. That's what matters here.
As long as when you become an attending, I get 10% of yours.
No, that's not the deal. Because I'm a prophet of the salt god named Bob.
Well, I have
So
a profit.
I already give part of my income to God.
And Bob's your uncle, so that's
Ben,
all
I'll
that
make a deal
matters.
with you. 10% of my income for 10% of your liver.
Oh,
I mean, my liver grows back, but that's not a fair trade. My liver's worth a lot more on the black market. I mean, in the church.
Yeah, but for me, it's a snack.
Black market church, aren't they simultaneous?
Maybe, but I have dildos.
I'm willing to give you 90% of my 1987 income.
Oh wow.
See, the church says dildos are bad, but my church says dildos are good. So who are you gonna believe?
So okay, here's my concern. I have a Himalayan salt lamp because it's pretty and supposedly it gives off good vibrations according to the Beach Boys. But I'm very concerned about this particular, as I'm looking at it right now in the corner of my room, of it actually being stuck in a vagina. I'm not.
Well, you have to shape it. You have to shape it into a dildo.
Okay, but
by the priest.
I mean, but like, is it proper to put Himalayan salt in your vagina? I mean, like, I know you can bathe in Epsom salt and it's relaxing.
You're asking that question because you don't have enough faith.
See, we talked about
that's
this.
The problem. That's the
if
problem.
If you have pain, it's because it's the toxins leaving your body.
I see.
Yeah.
Or Satan. Satan is leaving your body, and that's
both.
painful.
All of the above.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Boom. Gotcha.
Satan is toxins.
Satan is toxins, according to unbelievers of Bob Dildo.
But yeah, and I can tell. See, Cynthia, I know that your heart is in the right place, and I know you've been chosen. You're one of the chosen.
That's interesting. So so how does one know that they are chosen? Like how How does what methodology
You just
are we
feel it in your heart.
I see. You are feeling. Are you sure that is not indigestion?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'll take a look for it.
If you take omeprazole and it goes away, it means you're not chosen.
Oh, okay. Or ivermectin.
So I've been using
ivermectin. If you take ivermectin, you automatically are chosen.
I see. Gotcha.
I heard a rumor. I heard a rumor that you could get visions of a guy with no arms and no legs floating in the water. That's a sign, right?
Is that when you're wading in the water?
Yeah,
with
it's
Himalayan
symbolism.
salt.
It's symbolism. Yeah.
I see. Is it like river water, which is fresh water, or ocean water, which is salt water? No, it would make sense.
Definitely ocean water.
It's obviously ocean. Obviously, duh. Guys, pray for me. My faith is wavering.
Of course.
Okay, just don't question it.
Student Dr. Bob, I've been using the salt dildo for like weeks, and I don't feel his love in my heart, but I do feel it in my ass.
We already know that is
I gotta head off.
way to your heart. It's through your ass.
Hi, Randolph.
I gotta head off. Take care. Good night, everyone.
Take care, Randolph.
I have to address.
I scared him off.
I have to address this point. No, it's okay. So you're doing okay. Like you're starting to get there. But we need to work on that a little bit. So I have a class that you can sign up for, and it's only think about it this way. It sounds like a lot of money, but it's either like, this money, is that really like too much money for like your eternity? Like we're talking about your soul here. It's worth it, right? Right. So you take this class and it'll show you how to reposition, everything to your heart instead of your butthole.
Is it a hands-on class?
It is, yeah. We demonstrate with snappy gloves. You'll get the snappy gloves class.
Gotcha.
It's only $200,000.
Only
for the low price.
But it's for your eternity. That's a small price to pay for your eternity.
Right, that is a small price to pay for your eternity. I mean,
right, exactly.
Right, even though that's like more than my student loans, but that's neither here nor there. Right,
it's less than my student loans, but we're not talking about that.
That's true.
You get to pay it in 4 easy monthly installments of $50,000 each, though.
That makes it tenable. That makes it. Hey,
but you guys have obviously been to a Scientology church.
Oh my gosh!
Well,
I passed one on the street. Matter of fact, you know what? There's a Scientology church temple storefront near the consignment shop that's owned by my clinic. It's like right across the street. I gagged when I saw it. I was like, is that Scientology temple right across the street from one of? Wait, it is? Oh wow.
See, Cynthia.
Yeah.
I have a solution for you. Okay, so it sounds like a lot of money, right, to sign up for this class.
A little, especially on a social worker salary.
But here's what happens. So you don't have to pay any of that if you recruit 2 more people, just 2, only 2 people.
Right.
But then they recruit 2 people.
Right.
And then they recruit, and then you don't have to pay anything because you're covered by the 2 people.
Okay, yes.
Let me recruit my partner right now. Yo, join a cult.
I feel like so gross saying this stuff right now.
For the low down payment of $50,000, or recruit 2 people and they recruit 2 people.
I should not be this good at improving this stuff. Like this should not be so ingrained into my psyche.
You should do an ASMR roleplay of a cult leader.
But this is a thing, right? This is a thing that all of us in some shape, way, or form have been exposed to. Yep. This is exactly how people actually build their religions. Like, I can remember back in the day when I was a Christian, and it was often, told to us, especially those who were in leadership or studying to be ministers or things of that nature, that we were judged by our fruit, and our fruit happen to be people who we won to Christ, i.e., made members of the church. So that was like a part of our whole thing of concerning if you were about your father's business or not, is how were you as far as like a soul winner that can grow the church. So this type of stuff is not new. Like, I think that all of us have been exposed to it in some shape, way, or form, and religion absolutely does that. I mean, like, I don't know, even like in my Buddhist practice, even though I don't particularly do this, there's this term that's like called shakabukus, where you share the practice with somebody else. And though I don't mind sharing, like how some of the Buddhist philosophies have helped me as an individual, it's sometimes pushed off as a way to grow the organization. And I don't particularly care for that, because to me, that is a way of almost proselytizing to people that you must do this in order for you to be happy. And that's not true. Like, you basically like share information with somebody else. They take that information and choose to either make it part of their life or they don't. But how a person is happy or determines happiness is completely up to them. You can't force any of this stuff on anybody. At least you shouldn't. And I think that, unfortunately, that is a corner that religion on a macro level happens to hold. Is this multi-level marketing scheme to grow their organizations, to grow and get people into them so that they can, help them survive.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm just concerned about putting Himalayan salt in my JJ, Ben. I'm just really concerned about that. I don't know.
Don't put that in there. That's a bad idea.
Okay, good. Thank you.
From an actual serious standpoint, do not do that. That's not smart.
I appreciate you saying that, because I know people who will be like, oh well, like Ben's a medical authority, so obviously it's really okay to put Himalayan salt in my JJ. No, don't do that. We're only kidding.
Yeah, I have videos. I have videos. I did an episode with ex-cult baby about what not to put in your vagina. So I mean, you can go watch that. I'm sure I'm going to have other episodes of that same topic, but don't do it.
I need you to share that link. Like, that needs to go into the chat. Like, seriously.
Okay.
Things
Yeah.
Not to put in your vagina. That's important.
Yeah. I've started a live stream kind of thing every week. I didn't do one today because other people are streaming at the same time and I didn't want to overlap them. But it's medical myths, and we just we debunk stuff that is medical and myths online.
Nice.
So
could you?
So I have found
what you can put in your vagina.
We talked about that. Things that have been sterilized and have been approved for use as sex toys.
Mm-hmm. Not Himalayan salt.
Boring.
Quick question: approved by who?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, who's the authority?
Inspector 99.
I don't actually know who the authority is on sex toys, but I'm sure there are regulating bodies out. I should actually look into what those regulating bodies are.
Hold on, incognito tab.
Is this regulation? It's sterile.
Yeah, is there like a sex toy regulation?
I have no idea. I'm not in the sex industry, so I don't know these things. But I mean, I know people who are in that industry who might.
Right. I should. You know what? I should know this. I should know this. That's sad that I don't know this.
Oh, the sex toy industry is largely unregulated according to Everyday Health.
Yeah, there's no.
It's actually a big problem.
Oh, good.
Designs or functions.
Yeah, there's lots of infections that happen from materials that shouldn't be used.
Yeah, like don't put a jade egg in there.
Okay, the International Standardization Authority, the ISO, has established some guidelines for sex toys.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
So look for the ISO 9001 sticker on your dildo.
Possibly.
I'm going to start
or is it ISO 12,000?
Kids, I'm gonna take off.
All right, good night.
Okay, bye now, one vagina.
This has been delightful, and I wish you all a lovely evening.
Night, Jenny.
Night.
Bye, Cynthia.
Night.
Cucumbers are not porous, but they're still not safe for use like that because they can harbor bacteria.
So
and
I've
also,
reread
that
the
is not a
sacred
good
text.
base to be gripping onto to shove into places.
But it's a very sensuous fruit.
Yes, but it's also not safe.
So
I don't think you're getting the joke.
Okay, yes.
I need your professional opinion. Spider eggs.
Spider
Good dildo,
eggs.
bad dildo.
Why would you put why
Bad
no,
dildo.
Why would right? That is definitely a bad dildo. Why would you put spider eggs in your vajayjay? Like why would
Bad
you do that?
gin.
why would that doesn't even sound appealing. I can see your partner. I can see my partner now. Hey baby,
I want
I'm
to
about
give
put
birth
this
to
spider
8-legged
egg.
babies.
Right.
Whoa.
Put this spider egg in your vajayjay, honey. How you feel
Wanna
about
get-
that?
It's the
I
only
feel
way I can give
horrible
birth.
about that.
It's the only way I can give birth.
No, I feel horrible about that. Why would you do that? You don't love
Whoa.
me. Go away.
I'm trying to give birth by putting why spiders though?
Right? Why spiders? Why spiders? What is
Yeah,
the
why
difference
not like
about
some
giving-
salmon roe?
Because I would feel really
How about a chicken
grossed
egg?
out by putting like any mammalian like animal in my
And
ass.
spiders would be better?
Arachnids are better?
How are spiders
Spiders don't give a shit.
Why is arachnids better though? I mean, like
The spiders don't give a shit.
oh my gosh, no, you that
I'm
you should
so
give a shit about.
confused.
You should totally give a shit about that. Don't need. Oh god, this. I feel like this after party has turned for the worse, and it's all my.
It's all
fault.
my fault. I
It's
ruined
because
it.
Neil left.
No, I started the cult thing like a long time ago.
I told you it was dangerous to have me on streams.
Oh my.
It's also dangerous to have me on streams because I start cults. Like I literally just improv this whole cult. So
Oh my gosh. Wait, I think that Angier just asked about lobster tails. Is lobster tails okay to?
probably
to
not.
use?
No.
Yeah,
Probably
I
not.
would.
Definitely not if you have a shellfish allergy.
No.
Oh
In,
my
in case
God,
you're wondering,
totally.
Ben, the whole cucumber thing goes back to the movie Animal House. If you've ever seen it.
I don't know. Like,
Bobathan.
no, I don't think that Ben was seen that because
I
like, that
bet you
sounds
Ben's
like
never seen that movie.
Ben. I don't think that. I think that's before Ben's
No.
time.
Much.
Yeah, much before Ben's time.
I'm 27.
Yeah, that's way before.
I'm a
your
baby.
time.
Yeah,
John
but that's
Belushi in
enough.
1980.
27 is enough time to have heard about Animal House and to have seen it.
Yeah, but
Okay,
I
here's
mean,
my
like,
disclaimer. Here's
Yeah.
my disclaimer. I don't watch a lot of movies, and the most of the movies I do watch are not in English. So there's my disclaimer.
Okay.
Okay, and also that particular movie was like came out like way before you were born. Matter of fact, I was a lass when
I think it was 1979 or 80.
So I was a wee lass.
Yeah, I was born in '94, so
See, I remember this. I remember 1994 distinctly. That was a year right before I went to college. Damn.
I would have
Anyway,
been 5.
Yeah, I was older than you.
Hmm.
So
That's how numbers work.
that is exactly how numbers work. And I realized that, but that's okay. You know.
So speaking of dildos,
Okay, let's get it back to the proper subject.
no, so
Did you know I found
of,
new sacred text, eh? There's been
I
new
follow-
sacred text about the god of Bob. And it's actually Bob Ross is the god of Bob.
Yes, he is. Bob
He is.
Bob Ross is
Ross
God.
is the god of Bob. Yeah.
But so I follow a lot of doctors on Twitter,
Mm-hmm.
and there's this one that was saying that during residency he took care of a young 20-something. She and her boyfriend were trying something new that involved a shotgun and her rectum. Shotgun was loaded and went off. Do not
What?
use
What?
a loaded shotgun
Why? Why would you?
for sexual activity.
You know, I
Use a loaded gun of anything.
I wonder what some of these conversations are like in the
Literally.
bedroom. Like, hey, baby, I want to try something different. Oh, really, honey? What do you want
Literally
to try?
put a cap in their
Hey,
ass.
how about blowing a shotgun up your ass to see how that feels?
Literally
Oh, I don't know
put a
about that,
cap in their
babe. No,
I've got
it's gonna feel great. You know, with the shotgun and the poof of the air. Yeah, that's gonna be some real nice stuff up your ass, right? Oh, okay, let's try it. Boom! Oh my God, I just killed my girlfriend. See, that's how that goes.
Only if you have the choke module on the end of the shotgun barrel.
And then to be the resident taking care of, like, 'cause this guy was saying this is during residency, like, being like, I haven't done a case like this before. What do I do about it? Like, I could only imagine presenting this to my attending, being like, yeah, we have a 25-year-old female chief complaint of being shot in the rectum with
a shotgun during sex. Because her
I hope they
boyfriend
use
thought it was a
birdshot
great
instead of full
idea.
load.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I don't know what happened with that case.
You got to pull all that
I'm
shot out
wondering-
before you can eat it.
I have no idea. It didn't say. This person did not say.
Let alone if the female survived. Did she survive at least?
I don't know. They didn't say.
Oh my gosh. Now I feel bad. I feel bad for that lady. Like, you know, ladies, if you're guy, if you're hetero, if you're engaging heterosexual sex and your guy comes to you and suggests something new, if it sounds bad, more than likely it is bad. So don't do it. Just say no. Just say no. Nancy Reagan, I know that's before Ben's time too. Nancy Reagan, they asked. Just say no. Thank you. That was my
Just say
PSA for the evening. Just say no.
Just say no. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just say no to a loaded shotgun in the ass.
That,
Yeah.
I've got
Yeah.
a
Join the
piece,
cult
so-
with
a
me?
purple. I got
Purple
a
want
piece.
to join the cult with me?
What happened?
Hello.
Purple's here and so's Neil.
Purple.
Hi.
Okay,
I
so the new
totally
topic is Darwin Awards are the result of sexual acts.
Good guess. Not quite.
Darwin
The topic
Award.
is things that are not dildos.
Why would you those too long, especially with Himalayan salt? No, let's talk about this Darwin Award. Okay, I am unfamiliar. Enlighten me.
Basically, if
you've
you die
never
in
heard
a
of the Darwin
stupid way-
Awards?
I have not.
If you
Okay,
die in a-
the Darwin Award is given to people who find creative ways to remove themselves from the genetic pool.
I was a big fan of those back in the day.
So
By
those
the
are like
way-
the people who did not, do the whole survival of the fittest type thing.
They did not survive.
Or cannot pass on their genes anymore.
Yeah.
Well,
There's one
to
survivor.
date, there has only been one surviving recipient of a Darwin Award. And that was a guy that his pickup truck lost the headlights when he was driving, and he realized a 22 cartridge was the same diameter as the fuse, so he put that in place of the blown fuse.
Dear God.
And it heated up and went off and shot him through the testicles.
Oh shit!
So he survived, but there is no chance he would ever have children.
So he benefits the human race by no longer being in the gene pool.
Exactly.
That's right.
Right. You can no longer procreate, sir. So therefore, you won't have other.
Yeah, so he
progenitors.
improved the average intelligence of the human race by making sure one more idiot didn't reproduce.
Well, if more idiots could not reproduce, we would be so much better off. Unfortunately.
Neil.
Yeah. Mm.
Oh, sorry. I got stop that.
I didn't
just
know if
wanted
you were
to
waving
say-
your hand because you had something to say.
I did. And what I had to say is to you, Purple, welcome to the stream, and sorry I kept you waiting so long. I was outside.
That's
having
okay. You just
couple of
happened to step out just before I got in here.
smokes. Oh, okay. I see. So you had to wait in the back and listen to all this?
Somebody in
Well-
my chat would like to explain that guy is from Arkansas, and that explains a lot.
I'm really okay. Wait, who's now everything's a dildo?
Tons of mice.
Probably tons of mice. He's great. I love him.
Tons of mice changes his name like all the time for whatever the topic of conversation is.
Yeah, there have been some classic. That's for sure.
I'm going to claim that everything isn't a dildo because that's a bad attitude to take.
So does that mean other people are dildos?
Yes, everything is a dildo. The trees are dildos. The eye. Look at the eye. The
Look
eye
at
is
the
a dildo.
trees.
So are
Look
you guys
at that.
validating anal vor?
I don't even know what anal vor
Yes,
is.
we validate kink here. Yep.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I validate kink. I just don't know all the kinks, so I am quite kink.
Vor is like eating people in various types.
Titan Uranus put up one I hadn't heard about. Darwin Award winner who went to a filling station, put the entire air hose up himself, and started feeding it quarters.
Oh shit! Why would you do that?
That is
Inflation kink, I guess.
Oh my god!
Why?
Inflation
Why
kink.
would
Holy
you?
I don't
It
think
had
that's
so
true.
many- That's all I can
We've
think.
had so many bowel obstructions in the hospital this week. Don't do that. They're not fun. Except the only fun part about a bowel obstruction or someone else's bowel obstruction is when they decide to tell you. No, legit. We had this 92-year-old lady who was so excited about the 8-inch poop that she had that she was telling us, like, you're so excited. And then my attending did this dance. It was poop dance now. So that's like the one good thing about it.
But,
I don't think the
Ben,
Federal
can you
Reserve can do
demonstrate
anything
the poop
about that
dance?
inflation.
Yes,
The
Ben,
poop dance?
demonstrate.
So
the
he
poop
just
dance.
danced. He was like that. And
You got to wiggle your ass. Okay, yeah,
you
that makes
wiggle
sense.
your ass is the poop dance. Okay, that's cool.
It's like you turn your butt into a toilet detector. Okay, where's the toilet?
yeah, like this 92-year-old lady who passed an 8-inch poop and was really proud of it. Like we're proud of you, ma'am. We're proud of you.
That poop probably was in her for a very long time, and that's why.
Yeah, it was not comfortable.
Oh, I
I've
bet.
got a funny poop story.
I bet. Who had? Wait, Neil, did you just say you have a funny poop story?
Oh, I got a funny poop story.
I'm concerned, but go ahead.
This one time at band camp. No, I'm kidding.
God.
However, it was at camp. It was
Okay.
at Camp Miriam. That somebody came running up to me and says, "You got to see this, man." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Was it a Christian camp?
No, Jewish camp. But anyway,
Okay.
so I go running with them.
Arian?
Camp Miriam.
Miriam. Oh, okay, I got concerned. Okay,
So-
continue.
He comes up, says, "You got to see this. You got to see this." I go running with him. We go in, and then suddenly we're going into the bathroom, the boys' bathroom, and I'm like, "Oh, okay. Why are we going in here?" kind of thing. And then he showed me the stall where there was a gigantic, at the time, the size of my entire forearm sticking in the toilet, straight, too, like straight. And everyone has been trying to flush this thing for about 10 minutes, and nobody can. It just does this in the bowl. It just keeps going around and around. So we're like, "Holy fuck! It won't go down." And I'm like, "Well, put your foot. Somebody grab something.
Oh wait,
push it and break it."
Another example of something you shouldn't use as a dildo.
If you have a dildo,
It comes out for a reason. It doesn't want to go back in. But anyway, so.
Oh my gosh.
So
Alabama hot
as we're
pocket.
talking about this, as we're talking about this, getting ideas to how to get rid of it. Somebody's already gone to the where all the counselors are, and apparently the cook, or not apparently, I was standing right there when it happened. The cook comes into the bathroom with a knife.
Oh, no.
And he cuts it up and then flushes, and then the party's over. And the whole way we're like, "Oh fuck! He wasn't using that while he was cooking, was he?"
I hope not. He better not use that.
Don't
knife
eat
ever
anything
again.
that's chopped tonight, okay? Just
That's
stay away
how you
from
get
chopped food.
hepatitis A.
Oh my gosh, that sounds horrible. Yes, I would be concerned. I wouldn't want to eat anything out of that particular kitchen since the cook used a knife to cut up the poop.
I had not heard of this until last year, but it came up on Twitter, and a number of people thought it was a normal thing to have a dedicated poo knife.
Oh, okay.
This is
a dedicated. What?
I could feed you there.
A dedicated what?
Yeah, I had never heard of this before last year, but it was a string going.
These people need some fiber in their diets. Come on,
In
man.
college, it was known to have the floor poo knife because inevitably one of the offensive linemen would take a shit so big that it needed to be cut up.
God damn.
I lived on the football player's floor and the O-line.
I don't blame you, Faye. Okay, I've heard enough.
Yeah, neither I nor anyone in my household has ever had this issue, so this was a completely new thing to me.
Yeah, we don't have a dedicated poo knife in my house. I mean, like, we have like the regular stuff. Drano, a plunger, the thingy.
Okay.
You know, the
You even
thingy
use
that
your little
you use
toilet
to like
clean your
clean like the
scrubby
side of the scrubby thingy. What do you call the scrubby thingy?
Well, yeah, I mean,
Toilet
if
cleaner.
the issue
Toilet
ever came
bristle.
up, I would think you would just grab a plunger.
Yeah, I mean,
Here's the other thing. So, like, I'm trans, right? So, like, I've spent a good amount of my life in both bathrooms. But why? Why do men have to be so gross? Like, I would love to, like, I use the men's bathroom because that's what I identify with, but my God, like, if I actually had to choose based on cleanliness, like, I would hands down go into women's bathroom, like, anytime.
Gotta be honest here.
Mm-hmm.
I did maintenance for a truck stop for like 2 years when I was a teenager. The women's restroom was worse as far as cleaning it goes.
Every other place has been, there's been a drastic difference. Most places I've been at, the women's restroom has been better.
I have had to clean up finger painting in both the men's restroom and the women's restroom.
Why were you cleaning up
fuck
finger
no.
painting?
God.
Why were you cleaning up finger painting?
Because if I didn't clean it up, it would stay there.
Oh my gosh. Okay, continue.
There are
in the women's restroom, it was poop and blood. So.
Well,
Well,
I mean,
I suppose there is that.
Yeah, that makes sense, especially if they poop so hard that they got bloody booties.
Jonathan out here tempting me with the forbidden snack.
What?
No.
Also, why do men have such a problem with privacy?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I don't know about that either.
Like, why can't you have, like, why couldn't you have a urinal, like, in a stall with a door? Why is that too hard?
Well, because then somebody would poop in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
somebody would poop in it.
I don't understand. Like, I guess this is just me being trans, but I don't understand.
People do that in college without it being enclosed.
Yeah.
Well, there's that. Yeah.
Well, the thing that gets me is that men so often take pride in how gross they can be.
Right? It's not okay.
Yeah, that's why I don't date cis men anymore.
Hygiene has no gender. Clean your damn self.
I don't date cis men no more
Did you
because
just say no to that,
a lot of them are
No,
gross.
I don't want to.
I mean, cishet men won't date cishet men. Like,
because they're gross.
I'm gonna say old and gross.
That's a good point.
Fuck you! I don't shower anymore. Screw all of you.
I haven't had a shower in 59 days, damn it, and I like it.
That's right.
It's so nasty. Don't do that.
Tomorrow's my shower day, but I'm bumping it to next week.
Yo, I'm gonna embarrass myself on stream. I got a musk kink.
I don't know what that is.
That's like the smell of sweat, or like when someone just hasn't showered in a while.
Yeah, I know there are some people that turns them on. For me, it's the exact opposite.
I'm gross. Judge me.
Yeah, if
it feels like you want me
any
to.
kind of odor, you need to take a shower before anything can happen.
Do you have an overly judgmental kink too?
Do you have a shame
not
kink?
Really. I don't care.
You have a punishment kink. That's what it is.
No, I just like validating my self-hate.
No, the punishment kink is very common. That's not an uncommon one.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I've heard of punishment kinks. Even though, like, I'm like, punish me. No.
I mean, that just falls into the old just standard DS relationship scenario. That is more common than a lot of people would like to or would think.
Oh, like that's the dominate sub relationship.
Yeah.
Dom sub.
Dom sub relationship. Okay.
A lot of people get sexually turned on by pain, and it's like, I know it's common, but yeah, it does nothing for me.
Well, sometimes it's not even sexual. Sometimes it's just a kink that's non-sexual.
Yeah.
And that's a thing. I know that's a thing. But I guess like I am not really very keen on being in pain for sex. I'm just not. I don't. Not to. And if some other people, if that's their jam, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. It's just that I don't know. I'm very old and set in my ways, and things hurt easily, and I mean
Right?
I carry noxiprofen with me everywhere I go. I mean, I look at something that can start to hurt. I'm just
pain for me. You hit me with pain, and this is going to go like this.
Well, with my fiance, I was, in some BDSM groups. We went to some of those parties, and I was like the freak for being the only one who didn't like being slapped.
I mean, when I go out clubbing, like occasionally I'll take my shirt off and get whipped to the beat of a music. I don't
That's different, I think.
I don't get like aroused by it, but I don't mind it. It kind of feels good. I don't know.
There's some people that just get fulfilled by the fact that someone would take the time to like physically correct somebody. I mean that's their whole thing.
Well,
they don't get off on it, but they're emotionally fulfilled by it.
Like music, just listening to music. Yeah, I know that I do. Jay, I never said that I didn't know what it is. It's just that I'm old and I hurt easily. Mostly because I'm old and I hurt easily. It's very little things hurt me, physically. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, student Dr. Bob, I got my partner to join the cult, so I just need to get one more person right, and then you'll teach me how to feel God's love in my heart instead of my anus.
Yeah, you're doing great. You're doing great. Just keep working hard. And if you don't get the results you want, it means you're not working hard enough.
All right.
Oh, man.
I feel so dirty.
Like even just joking about it, right?
Right? It's just like, oh, this is gross.
So, I had a fake.
We were talking about poop for crying out loud.
I can't join the cult because I am the founder of the Church of the Cephalopod.
See, at least poop is
It's
healthy.
what you would get if Cthulhu was a pacifist, but I suppose I shouldn't have put it in the doctrine that showing up for worship is grounds for being expelled.
See, at least poop is healthy. So poop conversation is healthy.
And if you're in the medical field, poop conversation happens all the time, according to
Oh,
my
I have
wife.
poop conversations every single day of my life. I'm not a person that, because we have to pre-round.
It's going to be a shitty job. Oh, sorry.
We have to pre-round, so we go see all the patients before we do rounds, and so pretty much like every time, like I gotta wake people up, be like, sorry, I know it's early in the morning, but I gotta know if you poop today.
Yeah, if you
That's
don't
my
poop
job
at
now.
least once every couple of days, something is wrong.
Especially if you just had surgery and you haven't pooped yet, you're not going home. Sorry.
Yeah, especially if you're on opioids.
Wait,
Yeah, you're not
you
going
didn't
home.
do that to yourself, Cynthia?
Well, everybody started like spinning. So since everyone was starting to spin, and then after a while I couldn't hear anybody, so I had to like refresh my browser and come back in. And then next thing you know, I was backstage. I was like, "Oh no, Neil put me on timeout." Is it because I'm like not like pooping as much or talking about people about pooping? I don't know, or I didn't know, or I didn't really know that much about DS relationships. Not to say I really don't know a lot about that type of stuff. And not to say I don't know what it is. I just don't know a lot about it because I'm a prude.
Swede, speaking of the opioids, though, like we had my attending was like talking some smack about the surgeons because like we'd have patients with bowel obstructions. We had so many bowel obstructions this past week, and the surgeons would be like, yeah, give them opioids for pain. Like, no, you are blocking them up more. Do not give the bowel obstructions opioids. That's like the worst thing you could do for them.
So when I was having my gallbladder crystallization issue, when it would flare up, my blood pressure would spike to like 190 over 120. And obviously for me, that's incredibly bad with the valve I have and everything. So when I was in the ER, right before they admitted me, the guy's like, well, here's some morphine because I'm worried about your blood pressure. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, medicine is not an algorithm, and it gets bad if you do that. Like if people who, if you're having a serious amount of diarrhea and if it's infectious and you take Imodium to stop the diarrhea, you're holding the infectious like pathogen in your body longer, and that's bad. So you don't do that.
Yeah, if you got the green apple splatters, you let that shit go.
Right.
No pun intended.
Pun was totally intended. Don't say it wasn't.
But I was just like, oh my gosh, okay, so morphine is more for than just pain. Okay, all right, because when he injected that and it washed over me, it was like I can see why people like this.
Yep.
Well, morphine? Why people like morphine?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I remember when I I didn't break my ankle. I dislocated my ankle and I shattered my fibula on my left.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was painful. No lie. Oh, not to even mention that the orderly, when they were wheeling me into the surgical bay, that he bashed my leg in the door because he didn't wheel me in correctly, and it was the one that I injured. So
dang.
I had this unearthly yell that came out of I didn't even know I was capable of making that sound. It sounded like something from a horror film with aliens. That's the type of yell that came out of my mouth.
Why with aliens? How would that play into the sound?
Because it's me. Come on, Neil. But what ended up happening is like after I came out of surgery and they put the pins in my leg and all that other great jazz, like they gave me a morphine pump. That was a beautiful thing.
You're a cyborg.
Yes.
Cyborg Cynthia from now.
I'm a cyborg. I'm a cyborg too. This face is mostly metal.
Okay, you're cyborg Dr. Ben.
Oh, are you mostly metal too, Dr. Ben?
My face is actually. I had a jaw surgery because I had a bad overbite that they couldn't fix without surgery.
Okay, so you have some metal in your jaw.
And I'm also part zombie because I have cadaver bone too.
I'm a cyborg too because I have a mechanical heart valve.
Oh wow! Can I ask you all? So if you go through like TSA through the airports, does the metal detector go off?
Nope.
For me, no, but I do get a pass to get away from the millimeter wave. So I just do the walk through metal detector.
Okay.
Sweet. Do you have a murmur?
Yes.
I was like, I would pay to listen to that.
Everyone that has a mechanical valve gets a murmur.
Yeah, I was like, I would pay to hear that because I have not heard a mechanical valve.
I can feel it and feel it skip around at night when I'm laying down.
Oh my goodness!
I would pay to hear that.
Are you used to it? Are you used to that, or is it like when?
No, I'm not used to it, and I'm not used to the clicking, and I'm not used to the loss of my periocardial sac that typically cushions your heart from your sternum. Mm-hmm. If I lay wrong, my heart just into my sternum.
But Ken Ham said that you can't live without a pericardium.
Well, everyone that has survived open heart surgery no longer has one.
Yeah, it was like.
Yo,
But again, it's Ken Ham. So.
What I was about to say, do we listen to Ken Ham? Ken Ham became
No, I
an authority.
I debunked Ken Ham and thing about the heart.
Oh, hey, student Dr. Ben, I got a new person for you to debunk. Have you ever heard of Dr. Christina Parks?
No, but I need to look into this.
Please. Dr. Christina Parks testified in front of the Michigan Congress, I want to say like in August, and it was about this whole thing about, mandating vaccines. And
oh God, no.
Yeah. Her testimony was let's just say it was something. And I didn't know anything about it until I was watching a stream of a friend who is running. They're going to be running for Senate in Georgia. And they're running on a Democratic ticket, but they are not for mandatory vaccines.
What the fuck is this speech?
Which speech? Did you find it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this I right now I'm just gonna say I'm sorry. I apologize for exposing you to that. But
no, just one sentence got me.
I'll say it.
Just instead, their efficacy is based on a reduction in symptoms. What does she think a vaccine is? A vaccine is not for your symptoms.
She says a lot of shit in that entire testimony that she gave, and it's absolutely ridiculous. And I mean, even for me, like, I'm not a scientist, I'm not this authority, and I could tell that a lot of, like, 95% of what she said was horseshit. But my thing is like, my friend like used that particular testimony. She played the testimony towards the end of her stream. And I was like, oh no. And I was like, so you're just taking this as just because this woman has a PhD in molecular biology or whatever, and that she has made herself an authority. And she says, so I'm very well aware of the science of these vaccines, but everything that she was saying was like wrong, or she either it was blatantly false, or she misrepresented a lot of the claims of the studies.
Many of them do that.
Appeal to authority fallacy.
Oh yeah. Oh, it was a totally appeal to authority fallacy and a lot of straw manning. Or she was citing sources without citing sources. She just threw out a paper. She threw out one thing that says there was a paper that was just released about how the Delta variant is there's no efficacy with the vaccines with the Delta variant. I said that's not true. that's totally false. I said most of like the corroborated science on the CDC's website showed that there was like at least about a 53% efficacy rate against the Delta variant with the mRNA vaccine.
70%.
70%?
Yeah.
70%.
Yeah, these people, like, they've all been coming after me because I made a video about ivermectin.
Mm-hmm.
And my God, they've all been coming after me, and it's ridiculous the stuff that they'll believe. And there's actually a group of physicians that I feel like I need to report, because people keep coming to my video quoting this organization called the FLCCC, which is based in Florida. Surprise, surprise. But it's physicians that are telling people to doctor shop until you get somebody that will give you ivermectin. And then, of course, they have all these disclaimers on their website of like, this isn't medical advice, like, go talk to your doctor. But then they're advertising very specific doctors to go to that they know will prescribe ivermectin. Like, this is very negligent. And people are telling me to go watch these people, like, to go listen to these people.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm reading their disclaimers right now.
Yeah, and it's negligence, and these people are telling me to look at them like this is biased. Like, their entire website is biased, and they use anecdotes.
Can I read these disclaimers real quick? Just two of them.
Yeah.
Oh, please.
Yeah.
This list of doctors and medical providers is only a collection of information offered as a convenience. Wow. And two, it is neither a recommendation of the provider nor a verification of the provider's qualifications or practices, medical or otherwise.
Then why the fuck would you put it on the damn site in the first damn place to go to these people?
Yeah, neither the FLCCC, its physicians and principals, nor any individual associated with FLCCC is responsible or liable for the use or misuse of the information provided herein, and your use thereof or of this website acknowledges and accepts these terms. And the fifth thing is absolute bullshit. There is nothing you can say as a disclaimer that is going to prevent you from having some legal ramifications happen to you if shit goes down.
Right, of course it's not. Fuck these
It's
people.
dumb, and it's there to keep dumb people from doing it.
It's
yeah, and there's disclaimers. Sure, it might prevent like us like suing you for that, but it does not prevent me from reporting you to the medical board.
Yep,
And
it does not prevent you suing them. It does not prevent that at all. That's what they want people to think. It will never prevent it. Never.
Okay, cool. Because I'm going to report them.
And just because it's out there is going to make more people, more gullible people, actually look at this as this is like, golden information, and that's what they should follow. It's so, it's not just negligent; it's dangerous, and I get so furious. I'm sorry, Neil. I'm about to use your after party as my 5-second soapbox, if you would allow me. I get so furious with these type of people because they're leading people astray. They are putting out all this false information, and they're using their bully platforms to give them authority in order for them to do it. And I get so frustrated. And I often wonder to myself, if you, said person that's looking at this information, is taking golden, or you person is putting it out there, have you ever really seen anybody suffer from COVID? Have you ever seen it? Because I wonder to myself, if you actually seen it in your face, if you would change your tune.
Well, the other part is these people are leading people astray and creating more variants where people like me who have actual conditions where COVID will complicate us to high heaven, and making my future existence in doubt because of these stupid variants.
Mm-hmm.
And like, this is absolutely like not evidence. This is anecdotal, so I'm not meaning for this to be evidence. But like, I go to the hospital and I watch people die of this, and it's preventable. These people should not be dying.
Yeah.
So it amazes me that people think that this is so political, and that like medicine is in this for the politics. Like, maybe I'm in this to not have to go in and see people die.
Mm-hmm. Or
because it's happening.
Or they're just saying that, because like there's a strong push for vaccines, that this is like a money grab. And I'm just like, but in America specifically, there is no paywall for any person who desires to get a vaccine to get vaccinated. There's none. It's free. And I don't. And they say, well, look at the stock prices for Pfizer and Moderna and all these. And I'm like, okay, fine. Their stock prices are going up. They're literally offering a product because the pandemic is the economy. Let's just be real with that. But it does not negate that these vaccines are actually helping to save people's lives. I mean, like my mom.
These people can't separate the evils of Big Pharma away from the fact that the vaccine works.
Well, right. And that's crazy to me. I mean, like...
Ivermectin's okay.
What gets me are the governors and the members of Congress who are continuing to push the anti-vax stuff.
And yet are vaccinated themselves.
If they're endangering the people they represent...
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that exactly the opposite of what they were put in office to do, and shouldn't they be removed?
I would think so.
I'm just hoping eventually natural selection will take its course and the people who are unvaccinated. I don't want to get too dark.
I wouldn't mind that if they were the only ones who were going to die from it.
Right. Yeah.
But unfortunately, you have the people with compromised immunities, and children can't get vaccinated, so they're killing off the kids.
Exactly.
Yep.
Right.
And then on top of that, some of these people have just been led astray and don't know. And our education system is so shit that they honestly don't know who to or what to trust. And now they're leaving wives, husbands, kids behind because they haven't been taught through our education system how to think critically.
Right.
And now they're being, shepherded around by politicians who are only thinking about re-election.
Because they're identifying the wrong people as being the authorities.
Right. And the blessing and the curse of the internet is that the internet has opened up a lot of ways in order for you to grab information. But at the same time, it also has opened up a lot of ways for people to build platforms with misinformation. So people who are not versed in how to kind of separate the wheat from the chaff when it comes to this info are being duped heavily, and they're spreading that they're spreading that information to others, and they're getting duped as well.
Oh,
okay.
Speaking,
Jonathan sent me a thing.
Speaking of getting duped, I just found out that FLCCC is a 501c3.
Oh God.
And
well, that means they have to file a 9900 or 990 so you can find out where they get all their funding from.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So is the doctor you sent in the private chat, is he one of them that works for the
he's listed on there. He's one of the first ones.
So there are a few problems here with this guy. So
background for everyone else.
He's peddling weird alternative therapies for everything. Secondly, he is not a specialist in infectious diseases or in critical care. He is a physical medicine and rehab specialist, which they do musculoskeletal medicine primarily, post-surgical rehab, stroke rehab, that kind of stuff. It's a great specialty, but it's not related to ICU care. And most of them are not frontline physicians.
And his justifications on his COVID treatment page are based around anecdotes from people who have been in care.
And he is a theist. And he says, because our bodies are intricately designed precious gifts from God, and I will always be fascinated with learning more about them.
This is crazy. I'm on the FLCCC's website right now. I'm so mad it looks legit as fuck.
Yeah.
And it's people as soon as they come to this, they be like, "Oh, this is legit. Yeah, I can totally trust everything that's on this website."
Yeah, they've been spamming my page, telling me that I need to go look into that.
This would fool my grandmother.
Oh yeah,
it would fool a lot of people.
It fools a lot of people. I mean, this looks straight legit. This totally looks legit.
But this is basically telling you to shop for the prescriptions you want.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
This would fool my parents and my sister. And my sister is 45.
Oh, I'm looking at the testimonials. Okay, first off, I'm laughing because one of the testimonials starts off as a Florida man. I'm done already. But Florida man battles with long COVID, ending up with a safe and effective 83-cent pill. Wow.
83 cents is still infinity% more than free.
It really
also,
is.
Do people not understand that most physicians don't have a testimonial page on their website? They just do their job.
Right.
Yep. I propose going forward that we force people to use the word anecdotes instead of testimonial.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that's totally what it is.
That's all it is. It's anecdotes.
That's totally exactly what it is. This is not corroborated information. I'm really mad that it says write to us at support@flccc.net. That is going to be our particular. Oh, wow. Wait, I'm so mad that on one of their testimonials they have the audacity, the mitigated gall to use a hashtag called Follow the Science, motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Well, just that in any kind of healthcare, that religion has become a selling point.
Yep.
You know, and this is part of why it took me 4 months to find a therapist, because I got the list from my insurance company of who they were willing to cover.
Mm-hmm.
And I went down that list and I was checking their websites, and it's like, I eliminated the first 12 because in the first paragraph on their website, they showed a religious bias.
Yeah. I mean, you even look at our reviews for our little dental office, and you got people calling the doctor there a good Christian woman.
Why is that even a thing still?
Yeah.
Like,
she doesn't talk about it. She doesn't talk about her religious thoughts to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that stays out. She talks to them about their frickin' teeth and their gums.
as a dentist should.
Yeah.
The good Christian insert gendered person, like, is just, I feel like it's so outdated, and like most of the assholes I've met were Christians.
It's not even that it's outdated. It was never good.
Well, okay, so in my industry, I'll tell you this. If you ever go to a financial advisor, or you go to anybody that's going to advise you on finance, like credit card debt, whatever, any type of budgeting, whatever, if they have an large overt presence of religiosity in their office, run. Because
I agree. They're going to swindle you.
Every single one that I've experienced, from the bottom to the $2 billion Ponzi scheme I uncovered, crooks.
Yeah. I used to, you know what?
Lawyers too.
Yeah. I remember when I was practicing Christian, and they it was a couple of times I remember specifically the pastor bringing in financial people to help advise the people with their credit and their budgets and all this other stuff. And like they only like did like a like a little sermon on the mount, and at first don't really give you like any pertinent proper information. And if you wanted to work with them, it's always like a very high fee, like an extremely high fee, in order for them to put you on a budget, for them to help you write letters to the credit bureaus. A lot of stuff that you can do yourself. It probably takes you a little bit longer for you to do the research as far as like how to do it and present your case to the credit bureaus. But a lot of stuff you can do it yourself. You don't have to pay this horrible, terrible fee in order for you to do it. I mean, I help people with do credit repair, and I mean they pay me to do it, but that's because they don't want to do the paperwork. I mean, like, so they say, well, I'll just have you do it. But still, I mean, but even though like I do it, like I stay as long as possible to make sure that the stuff that we are disputing is off their credit report. I don't just take their money and run. And I think, and unfortunately, that's what happened with a lot of people who got, hooked up with these quote unquote financial gurus that didn't teach them squat.
Yep.
This guy, this fucking doctor.
Oh, we're talking about Michael Turner still, or?
I'm so pissed.
Jonathan, in my chat, they said your dentist saw the face of Jesus in someone's cavity.
I love you guys, but my pills are kicking in. Pills.
Neil's gonna probably kick us all out soon.
Can I show something?
Yeah, go.
I can't imagine what you would possibly shill.
Sure, you can.
Okay. I mentioned this the last time I was on stream, but I finally finished this book. I'm proud of myself. This? Yeah, but like I want to keep talking about it because like it's a free book and like it's a really good like speculative evolution book. But All Tomorrows by C.M. Kozman. I just finished reading it. It's really interesting. It gets into like the philosophy of if something is evolved enough, is it a god? And therefore, would a benevolent god, how would a benevolent god treat people versus how would a malicious one? And it gets into like genetic modification, and it's very interesting. So The artwork's fantastic. Check it out. It's on CM Kozman's website. It's a free ebook. There's literally no reason not to read it unless you just don't like reading. But I don't like reading and I read it, so you can't even use that excuse because I hate reading and it's a picture book. So you know what? Fuck yourself.
What is it called again?
It's from Marvel.
All Tomorrows. All Tomorrows by CM Kozman. It's a pretty good book. Neil, thank you for having me on your show. I always like
Pleasure
being
always.
on my dad's show. Not One Takeover was fun. Definitely
Successful.
gotta get. So now we gotta give the 604 takeover of Nat One Heroes. Neil, you gotta come on Nat One Heroes.
Do a 604 takeover.
The invitation stands.
Yeah, you're always welcome. You're the whole reason Nat One exists.
I saw that tweet.
Yeah.
You guys are on. Thank you.
Oh, Swede, if you want me to do shit for you tomorrow for your stream, just DM me.
All right. I will
Yeah.
be up. So whenever you get up and feel up to it, just pop on over to my Twitch channel and if you want to take over for a little while and give me 30 minutes of respite, it would be appreciated.
Yeah, let me check and see if I'm subbed to your Twitch. Am I? I don't use Twitch often.
So, yep. And
Yeah,
that goes for
okay.
anybody who wants to pop in at any point and say hi. And I have a StreamYard link if people want to use it to pop on over and bullshit around. Or hell, we've even got a 7 Days to Die server up and going. So if you want to play that.
Awesome.
I don't know what that is, but I'm going to look it up now.
That is zombie crafting survival.
Oh my gosh. I think
Sweet,
need
I
to
followed
do
you
that.
on Twitch, so when I wake up, I'll be like boop, and I'll let you get a coffee break.
Yep, my sweetie pie bot just showed me that.
Yeah,
that's the name of my bot.
Hell yeah! All right, Pete.
Peace, peace.
Yeah, we're debating on what to name our bot when we get one now, because I'm like looking into getting one. You can do custom names and stuff.
Yep, I did for Cloudbot. I did Sweetie Pie.
I'm thinking like Camhead, because that's like one of the monsters. Yeah.
Yeah. You can't
Yeah,
do
what would you...
You can't do Camhead, Jonathan. Sorry.
What's wrong with Camhead?
If you name it Nair Lothotep, it can be anything you want it to be.
Because I'm Cam.
Okay.
So you can't do Camhead.
I'm going to do Camhead. I'm definitely going to do it now.
I just said now. No. I
on.
forbade it.
No,
I have spoken.
Jonathan, if you name it Nair Lothotep, it can be anything you want it to be.
What's your channel name, Sweet? On Twitch.
Irish_Swede.
No, not that one yet.
People forget the underscore.
How many things do you have going on your computer right now, Sweet?
Right now, I have 2 StreamYards, the Twitch thing, the Streamlabs thing. I have a chat with the John Ritter Foundation. I have the PayPal links up. I have Streamlabs itself running. I have Logitech with the camera throughput.
Oh my god! I literally just got overwhelmed right now.
What's the numbers on your computer looking at right now?
Let's see here. My CPU usage is at 27%.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
My memory usage is at 68%, and I have 32 gig.
I
So
also
that's
have 32
actually pretty
gigs.
hefty.
It's nice.
Yeah, I was actually debating whether to get 16 or 32, and pretty glad that because Microsoft Edge right now is using 1.5 gig by itself.
Yeah, I was debating on whether or not 32 gigs was necessary, but when I started doing video editing with it, I really appreciated that.
Yeah, I'm debating when they become available again of whether the 3090 or the 6800 XT is the right way to go because of the memory capabilities
right.
of Because memory on video cards is everything when you're doing editing.
Yeah.
And
I'm getting
those two actually have 24 gig.
Yeah, I'm looking at getting an internal drive to use as a scratch drive.
Get an NVMe, I swear.
NVMe? Well, I only have the one NVMe slot, and I just upgraded that. I actually had to... Where's my little thing? Yeah, I had to get it through a USB thing, through a little sleeve to clone it.
If you can wait until after these next couple of weeks, because big announcement, everyone. This next Friday, a week from yesterday, my last student loan payment will be made.
Oh, wow.
Congratulations. You should get a cake for that.
Wow. Yes, you totally need cake. What is that like? Tell me how that is. I know not this life. No, I know not this life is still having the student loan hovering over my head, and this is one of the reasons why I'm like going apeshit crazy about even debating about going back to get my master's, because I don't want to inhale more debt.
Only
no, really, tell me about that.
It feels amazing to actually. Now I've been paying on these for 18 years, so
that part. Only Bob's.
But yeah, if you would wait, I would actually get you a motherboard with 3 NVMe slots for you, because
I've been thinking about building a computer. I've gotten to the point where I got enough knowledge to do it. If you can get me one, I'd really appreciate that.
I would buy you the Aorus X570 Master. It's expensive.
Neil's hand to give me a hint.
We'll talk afterwards.
Yeah.
Sorry, Neil.
It's okay.
We were talking shop.
You can finish talking what you're talking about. It doesn't really matter.
That's all right. I would rather just chill out. Please donate to charity.
I was just going to get to that, actually. So before we shut her down, all you guys that are here right now and everyone that was here with us earlier, thank you very much for joining me for tonight's after party. Also, thanks to everyone in the chat. I'm on the wrong one. There we go. For the chat for both YouTube and all you Twitchers out there. And I just commented on your stream, Sweet, saying,
"Yes, I saw it. I'm stealing your
broadcast theft."
Yeah, Neil, you should rate him. You should rate him on Twitch. Do you know how to do that?
I don't know how to do that.
Oh, so if only your producer was actually doing his goddamn job.
He's got a legit excuse. It's okay.
Every excuse is legit, Neil.
Fair enough.
Real life is not a legitimate excuse for interfering with your internet activities.
Thank you. Thank you, Purple.
Well, anyway, you'll have to teach me how to do that rating thing. But yes, so thanks all you guys for hanging out in the chat there. And of course, I now have 20 patrons, which is I never thought I'd be reaching that. Like, you guys are awesome, and I thank you all, because it really does help. It really does help. And a quick reminder that he was with us earlier. Mr. Randolph and I will be eventually starting a show called True North Talk. You want to learn more, head to www.truenorthtalk.ca, and it'll get you a link to the YouTube channel so you can sub over there and not miss our launch date sometime before the year 2030.
I'm already subscribed. I'm waiting for that show.
And as the new ticker says, you can come and see myself and other fantastic hosts like the Cynthia, who's in here with us as well.
Buddy.
And it's an ACA product, airs 3 p.m. Central between Talk Heathen and the Atheist Experience. It's a great show, and there are lots of great folks involved. So, and we would be nothing without the crew either, because the crew always needs to be mentioned.
Oh, yeah.
But so head over to that YouTube channel and check it out as well. And of course, the last Saturday of every month, myself and Andy and Seamus have been doing Atheists Drinking Out Loud, where we just poke fun at shit. There hasn't been one in a while because other shit's come up, so you should expect it back soon. So head over to Laughing in Disbelief, which is Andy's channel. Give him a sub. He also has other great content on there. You don't have to sub for one freaking show every month. So he does have other great content on there. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, last call for alcohol, everybody.
Yeah.
But also thanks to my wonderful guest tonight, Aicila. I think I'm getting it right eventually.
Aicila.
Aicila? Okay. Right. I called her Alicia first, but it's actually just spelt the other way, literally.
Yes.
And she goes, yeah, I'm used to it. So, all right. Thanks so much.
Yeah, I thought it was Alicia when I saw it.
Yeah. It's your brain, I think, just registers it that way.
Well, I'm dyslexic, so I have a hard enough time getting all the letters in the right order anyway.
I'm just an idiot, so. All right.
It's Bob. It's Bob.
Everything's Bob.
It's all Bob?
It's all Bob. Bob's all the way down.
You know what?
Yes.
I'm
Just
sorry,
like
but
turtles.
I'm going to have to say this, just like Carl Sagan did once. Extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. You guys did a great job leading into that one. So until next time, guys, we'll see you later.
Extraordinary claims.
Sorry, Purple.